Distilling klima. Boom, bada boom, bada bing. Hello.
So basically, Mentula isn't here. This is a picture of him over here, but he's not here physically. We can still hear him, and yeah, I guess I'll just be me on the podcast. And I don't want to hear any complaining, okay? Because plenty of people have this situation. He's gonna get a new cam eventually.
New
And
capture
it'll
card
be fixed
actually, but
eventually. Okay.
my capture
Why does
card
it
was
say
fucking broken.
podcast M&M twice?
Yeah, I don't know. Because it was broken, and then I guess it fixed itself. That fucking. This is doo-doo, dude.
Oh, there we go. Oh, almost.
Fuck me, dude. There we go. Okay. So.
Oh, we got it! Woo!
We made it, dude. Yeah, let's bring up the
done it.
list then. So the first topic of the day is. All right, gotta write the topic now.
Oh man, this is a big one, man.
This is a big one, dude.
Real big one.
And here we're like preparing all the time. It still
Yeah,
doesn't
right.
fucking work. Yikes.
Yeah, right.
There, Spider-Man. Oh, and now it's outside the screen.
It's okay. Just cut it off.
Spider-Man
Just cut it off.
leaving the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yep.
Yeah, let's
So-
turn to the. Oh, yeah. You start talking.
Oh, so basically, for those of you who don't know how the current deal was set up, the current deal was that in I think 2015 or 16, Sony sat down with Marvel and they said that, or MCU, like Marvel Studios, they said that they would let Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but Sony would take 95% off the top of box office revenue, and Marvel would take 5% of the revenue. But Marvel would also get all the merchandising money.
Yeah,
And
because
if you
that's
don't
where all the
know,
money is, right?
yeah,
Merchandising.
and out of all the Marvel characters, Spider-Man sells the most. I think as of last year, or like in the past couple years, Marvel made 1.3 billion just in merchandising.
And
Just
you know,
in
like,
merchandising.
the only reason they have Spider-Man, like the only reason Sony has Spider-Man still, like, was because they made the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the contract they have with Marvel, it's like they have to make movies every blah 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 years, or they or they lose the rights.
Yeah, so that's why we'll probably be getting another Marvel, probably getting another Spider-Man Tom Holland movie. I've heard he's still contracted for a couple more movies, but they won't be in the MCU. Maybe I heard that also that they might be trying to renegotiate again, but that's not for certain. That might just be a rumor that they still could be trying to renegotiate. Yeah. But the way I see it, I don't think Marvel needs 50-50 because Marvel Studios offered 50-50. Like, that was the new deal they wanted to sign. And Sony said, no, you can take the deal we gave you originally, which is 5% of the budget, or 5% of the cut, and we take 95%. And Sony and Disney said, no, we don't want that. And basically Sony said they're exiting. And like, a lot of people were speculating that Disney leaked that they were leaving to like put pressure on Sony to stay. And let me tell you, oh man, it was massively trending on Twitter. Out of like the top 10 trends just in the United States, it was like 4 or 5 of the trending topics were related to the situation. You had Sony trending, you had Disney trending, you had Save Spidey trending, you had like 2 other ones too, but there were several things trending for it. But I don't know. Do you think Disney really needs Spider-Man? They've already made like almost $10 billion this year just on the movies they've released so far, not even including Frozen 2.
I don't know.
You know,
I do think I think they want Spider-Man. I think it's like, but then like they're gonna have to pay so much. And
yeah.
So the solution, right, with Fox was just buy Fox. You know.
Yeah, that's the forehead take.
Yeah,
dude. That's
but you can't.
Take.
I don't think you can buy Sony.
Yeah, Sony's like way like they're
like how
they're
big
not
is...
just. they're not just movies and entertainment. They're like their TVs and their computers.
Like how much is the whole company worth?
So, I don't know. It's probably
it has to be like more than Fox now.
Billions. Yeah,
they do
billions and billions.
Yeah, they do more than just stuff. Like some fucking yen.
And it's like to buy like when you buy Fox, you got to think about what you're getting. You're not getting only the X-Men, but you're getting the Fantastic Four, and you're getting several different media platforms. But when you buy Sony, all you're really getting is Spider-Man. You're getting the rights to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And you're not. It's like you don't think about the cost of merging and having all those other expenses with the things you just bought. You know that you have to maintain. And
well, yeah, you have to maintain all the other fucking shit in the company too.
Yeah.
Like the record sales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so what makes me sad about this? Not that like Sony owns Spider-Man. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is like the fact that it's not the same directors and stuff anymore, right? They're probably gonna.
Well, I know Marvel was producing the Spider-Man.
But it says Kevin Feige won't produce any of the
he won't
future
be producing
movies, right?
Yeah,
because he is under Marvel.
Yeah, he's under Marvel Studios. He's the CEO of Marvel Studios, basically. The big cheese, so to say. But it's like I feel so torn because I don't want Disney to have the monopoly of all of these things, but at the same time, I like having Marvel characters. Like I like having Spider-Man next to like all his comrades, the characters he's used to being around. So it's just strange having a Marvel Studios without Spider-Man. It's like
I wonder how they're gonna spin it in the movie, like in universe, like how. Because
I haven't seen.
Have you seen the end?
But I know there's a cliffhanger. I know there's a really massive cliffhanger at the end of it.
Well, then I can't actually go any further with that. But yeah,
I'll probably go see it soon since I have money coming up. Since I have more money coming in, I'll probably go see it at the Dollar Theater like within the next week or two.
Yeah. Anything more to talk about on this topic?
No, it's just that Disney is a bunch of greedy sons of bitches.
I think we looked at this.
They're never satisfied. And
last time, like how large Disney is as a company, like how insanely large it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you realize, like they own ESPN. Who would have thought that?
Yeah,
like,
dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like some fucking.
It's easily the biggest one of the biggest monopolies in the world. The only company that rivals Disney in terms of like monopoly is Tencent, but I don't know how close they are. Yeah, I don't know how close they are.
The weird thing with Tencent though is they buy lots of stuff that's not profitable. Like
really?
Yeah. So like obviously, if you're in like a company, your first like thing is to your shareholders. But when you're like in communist China, you kind of have different priorities. Think like way more long term about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You invest in things that like may seem stupid, just so like you have a hand in something.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily because you want to make a lot of money from being like inside Epic Games or something like that, but because you want control over stuff.
Yeah, just to own the rights to some things. Like, cause like just it's like with Sony, kind of what you're saying, like just having the rights to something. Because like if you think about it, when Sony first got Spider-Man, they didn't really do much with the character, but now you have things like Into the Spider-Verse and Venom, which are both like considered really good by a lot of people.
Into the Spider-Verse.
It's like just having just having the rights to something, you can later profit off of it. Like if you get the right opportunity and stuff.
You want to move to? I guess we should like start by watching like a 15-minute gameplay video. Let's do the Xbox topic.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, wait. I have them in the wrong order? Whatever. Let's just do this one. The PlayStation makes controversial declaration about what the X
that word.
Means. Yeah. So, I always knew this. Okay?
You did? Yeah. I've never heard
why?
This till like recently. Why?
So, okay. First thing. Sony is a Japanese company. Right? You know what the circle means in Japanese?
What?
means like okay or like good, right? Means confirm. That's why on PlayStation in Japan, if you have a Japanese PlayStation, circle is confirmed, not X.
Really?
Yeah, which is
No way, dude.
yeah.
Dude, you're trolling me right now,
No, I'm
dude.
serious. And
Sir,
then
it's
the X,
backwards?
means no, right?
Oh, dude, you gotta
That's why it's a
confirm that,
cross.
dude.
No, I'm
Dude, you got
serious. Dude, okay.
my,
Well, this is like a personal anecdote, but like we went to a ramen shop that was closed because they had like lunch
Mhm,
hour, and the guy he put up a big X with his hands, big cross.
mhm.
Yeah, because they were closed.
Ah, okay.
And
Woo.
yeah, no, but this is like a
Uh,
real thing. I know it's like in like this in Japan. I don't know about like other Asian countries, but yeah, in Japan the circle is
it's,
confirm and the cross is no. Cross means no.
hmm.
So yeah,
I've
this
never known that.
but yeah,
So,
I
like,
thought it was
were people
funny
like, why were people freaking out that it was called cross though? Like,
because
just like,
Americans are entitled.
yeah, like, yeah, cross. You can't say that. That's blasphemous.
Is that some
That's
kind of
so
Jesus
stupid, dude.
reference?
Yeah, right. He died for our gamer sins.
Yeah. Dude, Jesus didn't die just so the e- just so the X could be a cross, okay? That's a,
Oh gosh, I've never heard that circle was confirmed in Japan, dude. That's crazy. Do you imagine what it's like to be playing like PlayStation in in America your whole life? Then you go to like freaking
hmm.
Japan and it's like
Yeah.
backwards, dude. That's so
I
weird.
realized when I played Metal Gear Solid because I think the PC version has the Japanese controls, and
Hmm.
then the that would make the circle confirm, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, new
I mean it
talks,
makes
welcome.
sense, but it's like weird.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
never knew that. So,
let's talk about the
yeah,
Xboxing, the thing we're actually going to talk about.
yeah.
Yeah. Microsoft contractors listen to what people told their Xbox consoles,
Yeah.
right? I don't know if you've seen that video where there's like a couple, they don't own a dog or anything like that, but
Hmm.
they just spend like a week talking about um, pet food, right? You see
Yeah.
if Facebook is picking up what they're talking about, and they suddenly start getting ads for pet food, you know?
Dude, that is
Uh-huh.
so creepy, dude.
And
It's
it's
like,
yeah.
go ahead.
And
That is just
especially
like,
since you've like you don't own a pet, you never owned a pet, and then suddenly you
what
like you're trying to probe the
the?
system and it
That
starts
that's what
recommending you pet
Snowden
food.
was like warning us of,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. And I
That's
think
so
it's like
fucked up.
I think when Snowden came out with all this shit, I think we kind of like at least some of us knew
Already
that
might
it
have
was going on,
known,
right?
yeah.
But then
It's like I feel like everybody knows that that shit happens, but they don't want to know. Like they don't want to confirm it.
yeah, or they don't
Like
like
you can,
care.
yeah, like it's like you can understand that that might be a thing, but when it's confirmed or when it happens to you, it becomes like way
Mhm.
creepier, you know. It's like say someone's like stalking you and you have a feeling but you're not certain, but then you're like confirmed that someone's stalking you, like it's going to blow your fucking mind,
Yeah.
you know.
I
It's
think
like
so weird
basically like
also
that.
like how people put like their social media profiles on like private and stuff, but then they like share everything they do.
Yeah.
And so
I
like
put my stuff to
I don't
friends
know.
only, but
Yeah, but
like
then you're still sharing it with friends only plus NSA plus FBI, or you know.
yeah, true. But it's like I don't know if a lot of people know this, but when you first make a Facebook profile, all
Hmm?
your stuff is set to public by default. Like anybody can see it
Yeah,
by default settings, and
it
that's so
wasn't like that
fucked up,
first
dude.
actually. First it was like
Google Google
friends
Google
only, I
Chrome.
think.
What was it like the Google Plus version, like where it was
No,
like the
like
social
when
media?
I don't know when you started using Facebook, but I think I did in like 2008 or 9.
Yeah, I started in 2008. My brother
Yeah,
introduced it to me because my mom didn't trust MySpace because people are just afraid of the internet more back
and
then. That
like
everybody was a murderer,
I don't
serial
know,
killer, or
Facebook was
PO.
sort of pretty good back then. But
Yeah, it was pretty good.
like but then like there comes a time where all these like money dudes come in, right, and try to make money on the platform because like
Hmm.
Facebook wasn't profitable, obviously.
Oh
You
no,
know?
it was definitely
Yeah.
profitable. It just didn't
No, no,
have
no, no.
it didn't
Fa-
have mainstream attention
no,
back
no, no.
then.
was not profitable. They made a loss, just like how Twitter makes a loss every year.
Really?
Yeah, because people invest in the company because they hope it's gonna make money someday because they see the potential of the platform. Facebook didn't make
Okay.
any money. They're losing money every year from just like having a free thing.
So to this day?
Yeah. No, now they're
Oh,
making
that's
money. But I mean, it's been
okay.
like 10 years at this point, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of companies like that, especially like startups that just like wait until they
Hmm.
get like big. They don't have a
Hmm.
they don't have a monetization model, but they're just like a big product that has many eyes on it, right? That's all that
Yeah. Yeah.
advertisers care about is how many eyes you have on your
Do you
thing.
think do you think like is ever going to be like live up to its true potential? Because I'd argue that Twitter is like a lot better than Facebook, and a lot of people would
Yeah.
agree with me. But it's like they don't monetize it like they could. Like I've seen ads on some videos and stuff, and I've seen like sponsored content, but I don't know how like they want to do it. Like to be honest, I think they should just start like a $1 a month subscription because I know several people that would pay money for Twitter, like
Oh,
because it's
yeah.
really fucking
But
good, dude.
the thing though is that also have people that don't want to like can't put in a credit card or like they'd have to go to a
Oh
store
yeah,
to
yeah,
buy
yeah.
like a Twitter subscription or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And
But it's like they could
no, yeah.
monetize it like so
Yeah,
much
but I
better.
mean
Like
the
I wouldn't mind
action
paying
of
for
having
Twitter.
to jump through an extra hoop just to pay for the platform is what's going to turn people
Yeah,
off. Not the fact that
yeah.
it costs money, but because it's like you have to jump through a hoop to use it,
Hmm.
you know? The reason people pay for Netflix is because it's like super high quality content. Twitter isn't high quality content. Just like
I don't
a
know, man.
lot.
I see some pretty funny stuff on Twitter sometimes.
Okay,
Like,
do you have Netflix?
yeah, everybody has
How much
Netflix.
you
It's
pay
like
for per month? It's like $12 or something?
12.99. Yeah,
Yeah. Would you
12.99.
pay $12.99 for Twitter?
I mean, no, I'd play less.
Exactly.
That's why I
No,
started with like a
no,
$1
but
a month.
yeah, but that's what I mean. You wouldn't pay $12 per month for Twitter, even
No, but
though
I would pay a subscription fee if it
yeah,
was reasonable.
yeah. But that's my point though. Even though you probably spend more time on Twitter than you do on
Yeah,
Netflix,
yeah, I do.
the experience is not worth it. It's like a low quality experience. There's just like a lot of quantity, I guess.
Hmm.
Fuck social
I don't know.
media
I
though.
just find like the fun, some of the best. I find some of the best memes and some of the most funny. Like for instance, there's this girl, and this is like an example of like some of the funny shit you see on Twitter. There's this girl posting. He's like, cast Joanne Cusack in more videos, and some entitled like male douchebag just says like, actually, it's John Cusack, and then she's like, no, it's Joan Cusack, and
My
someone had to explain to her that that Joanne Cusack is the brother of John Cusack, and she was like literally talking about the right thing. And he was like, it's just like too fucking funny this side at times, man. It's just too funny to me.
okay.
It's like
uh,
the amount of stupidity and like memes you see on there is just too good.
well, okay. Let's read. I hate this statement. So Microsoft statements is basically like, oh, we're long being clear that we collect voice data to like to make the voice services better, you know? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know a little bit about machine learning and stuff, but there's like really no reason you should be storing this kind of data for a long period of time. And it definitely shouldn't be accessible by like contractors working like in Microsoft on the project. But again, they
Mm-hmm.
say they're trying to de-identify the voice snippets and like make it
Yeah.
so you don't know who it actually is.
I don't know. It's like at this day and age, you're always going to benefit from hearing what people are talking about. Like maybe not so much as watching them, but like what like all we do is talk. You know, if
Yeah.
humans like speech is so important, and it's like eventually you're going to stumble across something they want to buy or get or something. You know, it's
I
like
mean, in the end, right? I'm like less concerned about like Microsoft and stuff like that using like the voice recognition
yeah,
to collect things, but when there's governments and stuff, that's where it's like kind of
like Google and
spicy.
stuff.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah,
I mean, obviously if you live in like a civilized country, it's not really a big deal, but then if you live like in some shithole, like I don't
yeah.
know, like
Oh fuck my voice.
countries there are riots, right? Let's say you live in Hong
Yeah.
Kong right now and like the government's like actively collecting
Oh
your voice
god, and they
data
can hear
to
you
put you in
planning and
jail.
stuff.
Yeah, to put you
Yeah.
in jail before you've done anything, right? Just like
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
pretty.
stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like guilty for,
Yeah,
you know,
and I don't think like this again. I don't think it's like a bad technology, but the fact that it enables like fucked
the
up,
worst kinds of
yeah,
bad
like
action. Yeah.
from
Mhm.
governments and stuff, right? I don't care
Yeah.
if like Google knows that I like ice cream, right?
Yeah,
Or like yeah,
but
but
it's
then
like
again,
it's just
it's
the
like
risk
when
versus
yeah,
reward is not. It's just like most of the time, like anything like that, it's all risk, because
mm-hmm.
there's nothing really good you gain from spying on people except for one party. Like the only one is gaining anything is a spy, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a one-sided relationship where one person's being like,
Well,
could
I don't know.
strung along or could be hurt, but they
It's
don't
like
know it.
the reason Facebook is free is because they're selling your data because you're the product, right? The
No
reason.
way, dude.
No, I am serious. Because they are
No.
selling you to
They
advertisers.
haven't
You are the
confirmed
product.
that, dude.
No,
They haven't confirmed they're
they
selling
have
all your data.
no whatever. But they are selling your
My
data to
Facebook isn't even up to
advertisers.
date, dude.
Doesn't matter. When you go
They
from
read
one
my DMs and
no,
shit
when
too.
you go from one if you go from one website to another, you get your like fucking cookies with you, and they're like, oh, this guy came from Pornhub.com, and then he went to Facebook. Let me recommend him some penis enlargement pills. You know?
Wait, what? That's a thing?
Yeah, definitely a thing.
Oh
So
gosh, that's
okay,
too
so
funny.
actually the thing you can tell if you don't post anything on your Facebook, the most like what do you call it? Like the lowest level of ad that like affects the most people are like dating ads. And
Okay.
then if you go into a relationship on Facebook, those ads disappear, and then you get like even more
No
general stuff.
way.
Yeah,
Dude, that's so creepy.
it is, dude.
All right. Well, can we move along? This is creeping
Yeah.
me out, dude.
Let's do like
Oh, God.
the okay, we talked about this. The Disney Plus won't be launching in Europe. Let me put this on the I can't find it. Whatever, I'll just type it manually. Right, Disney won't be launching at the same time in Europe as in the USA. You wanna talk about this while I change to the topic?
Yeah, so basically, you don't know who Disney Plus what Disney Plus is. It's the new streaming service coming from Disney. I personally won't be buying it. My mom said she's contemplating buying it. She says she wants to get it, but she's not guaranteed to get it yet. But I
Hmm.
think it's coming out next month. It's going to be like $7.99. It's going to be bundled with Hulu with ads and ESPN.
Oof. Wait, so
Yeah, and
okay, does this mean you get Fox things? Like Fox
uh
shows?
well, you're getting ESPN. You're not getting Fox shows. You're getting Hulu. If you
Does
get the
Fox have
bundle,
their
it's
own
twelve ninety
streaming
nine.
service?
I don't think so. I know they have
Hmm.
ESPN like live feeds and stuff, but I don't think they have a streaming service. Like what would they really put on it?
Yeah.
But anyways, they're bundling Hulu with ads, not the paid version with where you can take ads off, because we have currently the 11.99 version of Hulu where
Oh,
you don't get ads, but the
see.
bundle is going to come with Hulu with ads, Disney Plus, and then ESPN, like sports, like all that stuff. But it's 12.99 for all that, and that like I don't know, I'm worried for Netflix, man. There's going to be some
Yeah.
fucking they're
So
gonna be fucking taking a hit, man.
what?
Like I
Okay.
don't even know if I want to say I hope they're ready for it, but I don't think they're gonna be ready for it because like there's gonna be a lot of normies and casuals that love Disney and everything Disney that like buy that shit. But
Yeah.
I'm not buying that shit because Disney is just greedy as fuck and they don't need this shit. They don't need to compete with Netflix. They're just super greedy.
Hmm. So I actually think that they may be more prepared for this than like
Hmm.
let's say other streaming services. So there's
Yeah,
one thing though. There's the Marvel and Netflix TV shows.
yeah, those got canceled. like all of them.
Right. But will they keep the previous seasons of the
Yeah, they'll
shows?
keep the previous
Oh, okay.
seasons.
So they just didn't renew the contract then. That
Yeah,
okay, that's pretty
they
good. And then they'll obviously
because
be removing like every Disney movie and
every Disney movie,
every
every
future show.
Fox movie, every Disney kids show, just like so
Yeah.
much content is gonna leave.
So I
Like
don't actually think this is
I don't
gonna
want to. I
be
don't
that
even want to
bad.
like try to count it, but it's a shitload of
Yeah.
content, dude.
No, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad because okay, so here's why. Obviously, I don't know if you know this, but the most watched show on Netflix is The Office, okay? And then it's like Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, these fucking old like sitcom shows are like the
Well,
most watched
The Office is
shows.
moving to NBC's
Hmm.
streaming service.
And you know what? I think that's actually a bigger hit than Disney moving. I'm not even joking.
Really? I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
think so,
serious right
man.
now. But
The
that
Office
okay.
is great and deserves its popularity, but
Here's
I
my
don't get
point
what
though.
like I don't like
Um,
I'm not obsessed with it.
my point is that I think that Netflix has been trying for a while to be like to have these original series and stuff, right?
That are like top
Yeah.
tier, like
Mm-hmm.
Friends, like
And then
any
if you can make your like your original series at a price point where it's worth paying for Netflix just to watch those series and like nothing else, I think it can survive. And obviously you need all these other things to just keep the people that have already watched everything watching, you know?
Yeah, it's just like Netflix used to have like a few really good originals. Like it used to be like all of the originals, like most of them were really freaking good. But it's not like now they're like a dime a dozen. Like a lot
Mhm.
of them just suck, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's like they're mass producing them so much that the quality isn't there. Like what did you have back in like let's think 4 years ago? Like when Daredevil, you had maybe Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
You had
I remember when they only had that one series, House of Cards, with the guy,
yeah, you had House of Cards.
with the guy that
Um,
doesn't work anymore.
But yeah, it's like the main shows that Netflix started with as originals were like such high quality, and now they're just like
Yeah.
mass producing them. It's crazy, dude. Like I've lost track of how many originals there are. Like it's absurd. They added like
Mhm.
what I want to say 1,200 different originals between stand-ups and movies and
Yeah.
TV shows last year.
So what's really cool now is that like now you have like Netflix Germany, Netflix UK, Netflix blah blah blah, right? You have like all these subsections of Netflix making their own series. And I don't know
Yeah,
if you've seen Dark. It's like a German TV series on
yeah, I've
Netflix.
heard of it.
It's like
Yeah, I've
super
heard of it.
good. And it's like
Yeah,
it's like really low budget and stuff, but it's like the universe and like the world building in that show like makes up
yeah.
for like how like cheap the show is, you know? There's like
Hmm,
no
hmm.
special effects or like really like big grand uh like shots or anything. It's just like pretty cheap show that it's just like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. I've only seen the first episode and never got around to finishing the rest of it. It's just like, you know how many like people love Disney and how like the what's gonna make Netflix thrive. And I'm smart. It's smart that Disney didn't do this, but it's also a disadvantage. They announced like years ago that Disney won't have any mature rated content. That means rated R, and it won't have like rated TVMA.
Wait,
There will be
really?
there will be no mature rated content allowed on Disney Plus.
Well,
So that's an advantage
hmm.
Netflix has that Disney won't.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna turn this around. So Hulu has ads, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think this is perfect because like if they have no mature content, you can sell like the highest quality family friendly ads, right? Because
yeah,
obviously if you have R-rated content, you're selling less high quality ads. If you have porn on your website, you're selling way less quality ads, you know? And then you just go
yeah.
down and down and down until you have like you're like cents on the dollar that you're getting paid. But if you're like super family friendly, you can have fucking Coca-Cola on your
Yeah, but
website selling
is
ads.
Disney Plus even going to be run with ads?
No, but Hulu is, right? And Hulu is under
Yeah, under
and
Fox. Yeah, and
mm-hmm.
Disney.
And isn't Hulu gonna follow the same thing then? Like no R-rated content?
Oh no. Hulu's not going to follow that. But that's
Oh,
only for people who include the bundle. Hulu's not going to follow
okay.
that. But Disney Plus specifically won't have any mature R-rated content on it.
Well, yeah. Okay. Now I'm just confused. I thought I
So
had it figured out.
the bundle, you're buying 3 different subscription services with the bundle. If you just buy Disney Plus, you just get Disney Plus as a streaming service.
Yeah.
But Disney Plus itself won't have R-rated content on it, but
Hmm.
Hulu and ESPN will if you get on those specifically. They're all
I
separate from each
Yeah.
other.
I guess if you're as big as Disney, you don't really need to sell ads for other things than your own products. You can just like
Yeah.
sell ads for things within your own ecosystem.
New Talk said so. Disney Plus will be Netflix for kids. I wouldn't say that there will be
Mhm.
PG-13 content on there, but there won't be like any nudity or any like excessive profanity or anything like that. Um, yeah. They'll kind of keep it pretty PG-13. Because like that's all Disney ever does is like release PG-13 movies. They don't really release R-rated movies under their brand. Like
Yeah.
they're associated with R-rated movies, but they're not. They don't release them under Pixar or Marvel
Oh yeah,
Studios or
no.
anything like that.
Oh, what was that? It's like Touchstone Pictures. Is that it? I don't know,
I
but
think
there's
you're
some
thinking of
like
Miramax, but somehow
Miramax.
basically
Yeah,
yeah
but there's
somehow
like
Pulp Fiction is basically a Disney movie.
oh really? Yeah, but there's a lot of
Yeah,
subsidiaries that are like
yeah, exactly. But they don't
yeah
put the Disney logo on that movie. They just own
yeah
the
of course.
subsidiary Miramax.
You want to talk about Phantom Lord now?
Yeah,
Yeah. Fuck. So I guess this topic didn't really um
So you're not wait one more thing. You're not
yeah.
buying Disney
Let's just
Plus.
recap a little bit. So
Wait
Phantom
one second.
Lord,
You're not buying Disney Plus.
me?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any streaming services. The only streaming
Oh
service I
shit!
have
Really?
is I share a Netflix account with 5 other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know they said that they want to make it so you can't share accounts. Oh, by the way, we didn't even talk about the topic. The fact that uh, it's not releasing at the same time. So
Oh, right.
yeah, we didn't
Okay.
even get to that.
Yeah,
We
actually
gotta finish
let's
that
go
up real
back.
quick. Yeah.
Okay, so
So go ahead.
my thoughts on this is okay. So like in the age of like everything being on the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like obviously if you're Disney, you do want to have all your content everywhere at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly think there's like these contracts with the distributors in like other countries that are the sole
Mm-hmm.
reason that you don't get these like deals and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
like the whole reason that oh, this movie's going to release like 4 months later in Europe. Not because Disney doesn't want it to release at the same time, but because the deal they have with these old distributors that they have had for years, like before like this
Mm-hmm.
whole internet media like this like exploded, like they
Mm-hmm.
have these deals with these old companies that won't let them like move on.
Yeah. I
And
think
that's
they're gonna lose profits for not releasing at the same time. Because I heard in Mexico, it won't even release in Mexico or like South America till like October next year.
and like I think this is like the number one thing that makes like privacy like even a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that when content is not available, I mean, you have to pirate it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm watching
Fortunately.
this one show that there's no way I can watch it legally without waiting like 3 years for them to release the season
What is it?
on DVD, and even then I'll have to like import it from the USA.
What is it?
It's like some fucking dumb CW show, but the whole point is
Oh,
that
okay.
it's not that popular.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole point is like that it's these distributors like holding. I think they're holding like the everything back.
Yeah. Um, I
I
don't know.
honestly
It's
don't
just
think it's Disney's fault or like any
yeah.
because obviously if you're
No,
Disney, you want everyone to watch your shit. You don't want people to have to wait
they
6 months and then end
they
up pirating
released
it.
a Disney Plus release chart, and I don't know why they released it like this, but they did it by fiscal year. I don't know why the hell you would release um
Release.
Here, this why you would release a release date chart as by fiscal year. You should just do. If you scroll
It's,
down on that
yeah,
link,
but that's like
it tells
for
you.
stockholders and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
Um.
just there to make
I
money.
don't. I don't know. That's just weird to me. Like, but you're releasing to the public. Like most public people don't understand fiscal years. So, um.
Yeah, but the public doesn't make the company money. It's the stockholders that make the company money by
Yeah.
investing.
Yeah. But Western Europe over the next 6 months between October and March of next year. So that's when for Western Europe. Eastern Europe over the course of a year, starting early as August, and Latin America over the course of 3 months, starting as early 20 or October 2020. So Europe and Western Europe and North America will get it between October. Well, we're getting
Wow.
it. Yeah, U.S. is getting it in October this year, and then Western Europe will get it by March of next year. Eastern Europe will get it by October of next
Okay.
year, 2020, and
That's
then
pretty
Latin
crazy.
America as early as October 2020.
Eastern Europe's like the
Um,
still like the highest. I don't know, like
yeah,
the
and
people that
Asia,
pirate the
Asia
most.
gets it. Asia gets it over the course of 2 years, as early as October 2020 this year. Oh,
Wow.
well, do you feel like they're releasing to Asia earlier because like Asia is just like such a huge part of the world, you know? Like if you're not releasing to
No,
Asia
you know why?
soon,
I think
like
it's
you're gonna lose
because
a lot of money.
like I think you could say like with exception of like a few countries in Asia that like the distributors are like still very young, right? But like I guess like in Europe you would have had like distant distributors in like the 50s, right? You didn't have like anyone distributing Disney movies in Japan, for example.
Yeah.
Even Japan, and that's like the most
Wait, really? You didn't? You didn't have that happening?
what?
You didn't have people just distributing Disney movies in Japan in like the 80s and 90s?
No, in the 80s and 90s they had like an economic boom, but like in the 50s, right? I don't think
Mm-hmm.
they had that. The whole point that right is
Yeah,
that
that's true because like we didn't
yeah,
even get Japanese content till the later part of the
the whole
decade.
point here is that the countries are like they were like underdeveloped, I guess, right? And then they
Hmm.
like exploded economically, which is like the same thing with
Yeah.
China, right? They're a big I mean they're a big economic like for factories and stuff, but then suddenly they exploded like they have a middle class, they can like consume media and stuff like that now.
Hmm.
So I think it's just easier to distribute it over there. What I think. But then again, they have to go with the sensors and stuff, and that's going to be a lot of content to go through.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I just think that's like if you release anything worldwide nowadays, I think you can't underestimate how much money Asia pulls in for the rest of the world. Like you know, in like my friend brought this up. Like basically, like a streamer. If a streamer is known in the U.S., you know, it's
Yeah.
like maybe they're like a million, small millionaire. But if you're a streamer in China, like there's so much money pulling into you. Like you know how much the LPL players make in like China because they just have billions and billions of people like that are fans of them. As where in the
Yeah.
U.S. and like a lot of parts of the world, you only have millions. And that's like same with like movies. Movies that don't
Mm-hmm.
always do good in America will do great
Do real well in
overseas
China.
because
Yeah.
there's just like so much. Like all the Fast and Furious movies, those movies are just like massively successful because of how popular they are overseas. You know,
Oh,
like our
and
domestic box office isn't nearly as high as it is over there
I
for
guess
the
another
for those
thing then
movies.
with this is that I think like if you're like a US viewer, right,
Yeah.
on Twitch, your view is worth a lot more to Twitch than like a view from China, which is like if you want to make it as a live streamer in China, you need to average like 30K views before you can
Oh
like
shit!
yeah.
Really?
So like I
You have
guess
to
if you
average 30K views in China before you
no, but
streamer?
like if you're like to take Jake and Bake, right? He averaged like
Yeah.
does he have at least 1,000 views all the time, or does he go
Yeah, he
under
has like a 3K average. I'm pretty sure,
3K
depending on what
average?
he plays.
Yeah,
When he's doing like RL content, he has like easily a 3K average. When he's
I'm
playing like games at
pretty
home, he has
sure.
like a
I'm
1,000
pretty
K
sure that
average,
would be like
1K
30,
average.
50, 50K in China, on like an
Really?
Chinese streaming site. Yeah.
Yeah, because China it's not hooked up to Twitch like
No,
we
no,
are.
I
Like,
mean it's not on Twitch, but I mean it's just that the viewers are like less monetizable, you know?
yeah, but
Which is
like
why you
people
need
in
to.
Japan and China can stream. They have support for it, right?
Yeah.
I know in Japan they at
I
least
mean,
do.
the Japan's a bit different because they actually have like money. The average person has a lot of money.
Hmm.
But in China, you still have a lot of people that don't have as much money, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, they have enough money to like survive and like go to PC shops and play PUBG, you know?
yeah,
But like the economics, like on a dollar per, like a dollar total, they still make less, if that makes sense. Even though like
yeah.
they
I know.
still have money to do the same things Americans would do.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, things are just
that's
cheaper, you know?
crazy, dude. That's like so much more people. Like the to be a big streamer in China is like worlds different from being a big streamer like
Yeah.
in the US, dude.
Oh, also really interesting. I don't know if you know how like distribution of consoles and stuff works in like Brazil. That's the only country I
No,
can think
I
of.
don't
But
know.
like I think I'm guessing it's like similar in other Latin American countries
Yeah,
where it's like
yeah.
super fucked with like taxes and stuff. Like so like you know what the biggest console in Brazil is?
What? PlayStation?
PlayStation 2.
Yeah. PlayStation
PlayStation
2?
the PlayStation 2. In 2016, I think it's 2016, they released the last FIFA game for the PlayStation 2.
Oh my
Strict
gosh,
Yeah,
dude.
strictly because of the Brazilian market.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy?
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude.
Like
And I
no
mean, it's
no one
cheap and it
else.
was like an iconic console.
Hmm?
Sold like over 100 million units, I think, of that. Or no, was it 50 million? It was really high. It
Yeah.
was like one of the
But
best selling
it's
consoles of
just
all
like
time.
impossible to buy those kind of games.
Yeah,
I
and
mean those
like
kind of
in
consoles.
Japan,
Yeah.
yeah, and like Japan, I've looked into the sales, like how many Xboxes are sold in Japan
Mhm.
versus like America, other parts of the world. It's like non-existent, dude. It's like
Yeah.
completely non-existent. Like
It's
barely anybody plays Xbox in Japan. It's
yeah.
always either Sony or Nintendo. What's up, mom? I'll be right back.
All right. All right, guys. Any questions? Any cuestiones?
Yeah. I'm not cute.
Question. Question. Isaac has a question.
Who has a question?
Diesel.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, he hasn't asked it yet.
Okay. No, but like I was saying, Xbox in Japan is like non-existent.
Hmm.
Like
I
it's
actually
like
remember when I
there's
was
like
in
literally less than 100 people who
yeah
have an Xbox in Japan. Like that's how small it
yeah.
is.
I actually remember
It's
like when I
crazy.
was in Japan and we looked at all the game shops, right? They're like, oh, the PS Vita actually like it's successful in Japan, which is crazy. I mean, they only sell like
Yeah.
fucking dating games and stuff, you know, but whatever. But the fact that when you go into a store, you have like 5 aisles, right? That are just like, oh, these are PlayStation 4 games, right? And then there's like, oh, here's like 2 aisles with Nintendo games. And then there's
Okay.
like one shelf where it's like, here's the Xbox section.
Holy crap.
And then you go on like the third floor and there's, oh, here's
Oh.
like the PC games. But the problem with PC games in Japan is it's like all like visual novels and porn and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I've heard that's
Hmm.
the case. That's some of the stuff they
But
turn into
but
hentai.
now you have like PUBG and Steam and stuff, so that's like kind of changing things.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Just like one small part
Yeah.
of one shelf, dude. That's crazy. It's
I
just
think.
like bias, dude. Like,
Hmm.
can you imagine what it's like living in Japan and your friend comes over and is like, "Let's play some video games." Like, oh,
And you
I
have your
only got an
Xbox.
Xbox. He's like, get the fuck. out of
What
here.
the fuck are you doing? Yeah. You need like a Sony or a Nintendo.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a PC, you're also just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna assume you play the fucking porn games. Well, dude, it's super
Yeah.
interesting how like all these like distributions places right
Yeah.
in the world has like
Yeah.
such different like climates.
Time periods and stuff. Yeah.
Right. Should we move
It's
on to
very
Phantom
interesting.
Lord now?
Yeah, let's move on to the.
All right. So quick update. Phantom Lord seeks 35 million damages. Did he go down? I don't know, but whatever.
No, that's new for me. Like he was just suing them at first, but now he's apparently seeking like 35 million for Twitch.
I thought we covered this last time.
We
The
did,
fact
but
that
we
he's-
didn't cover like this. The fact that he was
Oh.
suing for that much, like
So,
that was a new update that came out.
I guess there's like not really a lot of interesting stuff like developments here, other than the fact
Yeah.
that he might be forced to settle for $50,000.
What?
yeah, it
What?
says here.
That when was that update?
Warga could potentially claim it also appears that if the clause is unenforceable, then Twitch could also make a claim for liability above the $50,000 amount too. During a
That's
recent
nothing
lawsuit-
compared to how much he was making.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what they should do? They should give him his cut, like $50,000, and they should restore his Twitch account. Because the whiplash of his reappearance on the site, you know how much more money he'll pull in from returning to Twitch compared to like, you know,
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
like you know how big it is whenever a streamer comes back after a while,
Mhm.
you know, or when they play a big game that they're known for the first
Yeah,
time
I remember
again.
Tyler 1 came back and it's like
Yeah,
fucking-
like broke the fucking record, like
Yeah.
420,000 viewers. Same with Doc when he returned after cheating on his wife. Yeah, the two-time.
two-time.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess there wasn't really anything. Wait, does Dingledurpers stream on Twitch still? Like his girlfriend?
I think
I think
so.
she does. Which
Yeah.
is weird because you can't have banned people on your stream. You know, like if you had Ice Poseidon on your stream,
Guys, I have
you would get
I'd
banned.
get banned, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was just gambling CSGO skins, and why did they ban him for that? Like, because they weren't profiting off of it? I heard about that.
I mean, I
Frankie,
don't. I just think it sets like a really bad example for your platform, which I think is why they shouldn't let him back in.
Yeah, but
Like everything
like,
everything is
it's-
about having advertisers take Twitch
Yeah.
seriously.
it's just so
and-
fucked up because I was on Facebook, right?
Mhm.
And there was a Twitch chat I got of FIFA and them rolling on like FIFA packs of like your favorite players. And it's stupid because that was like their highlight like of Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
People like freaking out about rolling and gambling on FIFA packs. But like that's okay to them. But gambling on
So see
CS:GO
what like
skins
Frankie
is like,
is saying in your chat, right? Because he was running a
What?
website and he was fixing the odds in his favor. I think that was the whole problem, is that he was
Oh.
promoting a scam, not that he was promoting gambling. You know?
well,
Because
like then why was he banned, or why was he
Oh.
why was
Well-
he like banned?
because he's promoting a
I guess.
scam.
Okay, but at the same time, like, how can he sue them if he was scamming them? If he was scamming people? Yeah, if he literally
Well,
broke the law,
because-
how can he seek damages and
No,
stuff?
it's because he is gonna say that he did not scam people. That's what he's gonna argue, that he did not
Oh,
scam
so he's
people.
arguing that he didn't scam people.
Yeah.
But it's pretty well. You're fighting an uphill battle, my dude. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I think this was a pretty bad idea from Phantom Lord, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Like, if he was obviously breaking the law, it's like, how can you sue Twitch? They're not going to win. What was his defense? Like, you know? He's just reaching? Yeah, that's what it seems like, Frankie.
You want to
All right,
cover this
next
more, or
topic.
should we move on? Yeah, okay. Porn
can
ended up
cover it.
on Ninja's Twitch channel. So I guess, yeah. So when Ninja moved to Mixer, Twitch tested out a feature on his channel where they would show other streamers.
Wherein someone's current that you follow or trying to watch is currently
Mhm.
offline.
Yeah, So because Twitch, Ninja's Twitch channel was like completely dead, right? Because he wasn't streaming on there anymore. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know if they removed this verified badge, but I guess it doesn't matter. Like,
No, they did remove his
yeah,
verified
but
badge.
so I guess Twitch wanted to test out this new feature where they serve content on people's channels that are offline when they're not streaming. Because usually you'll do like auto hosting, right? If you do that. I don't do that anymore. But so I guess the point is that Twitch wants people to keep watching, right? And
Why
they
don't
don't
you
want.
do auto hosting anymore though?
I
Why
think
don't you do auto hosting
because
anymore?
I don't want to go to my own channel and then have the fucking website load up some other channel when I'm trying to edit my panels or something like that.
Oh yeah, that does get
Yeah.
annoying to me too.
That's why I stopped doing it. And like,
Oh,
it doesn't actually grow your viewers. It's just Twitch telling you that it does because they want to keep people on the website. Because if you're a Ninja fan, you go to Ninja's site and you see, oh, Ninja's offline. Let me just close Twitch and go to YouTube, right? Let me just do something else. But now they place the thing where like, oh, Ninja's offline. Oh, there's something playing on his screen, like another streamer.
There's a
right?
small chance though that someone sees someone you're hosting and it's like it catches their eye. There's
You
a
should-
small chance that
You should
happens.
turn down your webcam. You can only see your forehead.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Go up this fucking webcam. 1 second.
So I get what Twitch was trying to do here, right? But I think the whole reason this is bad is only because there ended up porn on his channel, right?
Yeah, it's just like it's such a and like the fact is he can sue them for arguably like a fuckload of money, dude. Like, cause you're hurting his brand, and you're like, there's people that he could have lost as like viewers because like their parents saw that or their parents caught their kid watching that, and it's like he could sue them like for a lot of money. This is a legitimate lawsuit that he could probably win on like Phantom Lords, you know.
Ooh, I don't actually think that Ninja can sue Twitch here, because
For damages, why not?
no, because Ninja's Twitch channel that's not his channel. It's
Oh,
Twitch's
that's a
channel.
good point, but it's still associated with him.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it hurts his brand, like definitely, right? So he could probably sue them for like hurting his brand on, like.
Yeah, he can sue them, but I don't know
Total?
how hard, you know.
But I don't think he could sue them specifically because of like because they're using his Twitch channel. That's what I mean.
And it's like it's weird because the way people worded it, they made it seem like he was hosting a porn channel, but you had to click his channel, then see the tab, then click the porn.
I also
then
think
see the
it's
recommended channels, then click the porn.
I think the timing of this is super funny also. I mean, obviously Twitch was like playing like panic, what do you call it? Like damage control here. Right?
Yeah.
Trying to keep the keep the fucking ship afloat after Ninja left. So like, oh, we don't want to lose the Ninja viewers, so let's just like play like whatever's recommended on.
Pretend it didn't happen, you know.
Yeah, and just play something else on.
What is his even like average on Mixer now, dude? I know it went down like a shitload.
But it doesn't matter because he has a contract where he probably doesn't need to care about his viewers. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I also just think that like it doesn't matter how much he averages. What matters is like the brand voice he has. You know how he can like, because he's like a really family friendly dude, right? He went from like being like a super not family friendly guy to be like one of the most family friendly channels on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
And he can sell like the cleanest of ads and stuff like that, which is
yeah,
obviously
like
what platforms care about.
Like sells like he's one of the few streamers that actually probably constantly sells merch and stuff. You know, that's hard to do as like a streamer, a broadcaster in general, to sell like a lot of merch. You know, my brother, I was hanging out with my brother, a funny story, and he comes in my room, he shuts the door and he starts to pull down his pants. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he shows me he's wearing Ninja's underwear. He showed me he's wearing Ninja's underwear. And I'm like, okay, cool story, dude. And it's like, what the fuck?
What you should do, like, I don't know if you see if you've seen like Pokemon's like brand, let me just pull it up. Poke merch. Pokemon, you know Pokemon, right? Poke collection.
Yeah. The most.
This is like
that's
really
most
high
streamer.
quality merch,
Real.
and also like 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I hear they got a lot of good stuff too. They have a lot of people under them. 100 Thieves like blew up in like popularity really fast.
Poke collection is so like a limited run or something.
I don't know, man.
The whole thing though. Well, I think actually these are the same as well, yeah, they're doing like okay, whatever. The whole point is that her merch is like super good, right? Like
Yeah.
you can wear it as like actual clothes. You don't have to be like it doesn't have to be like was trying to a thing here. So somebody donates to Greek Codex, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's probably like a troll thing, but he was like,
Okay.
"Hey, I bought your merch," and then some kid like beat me up at school. You know?
Oh my gosh.
Which I thought like, okay. Yeah, that's like how you expect to be treated when you're like wearing like a fucking Twitch streamer's merch. But then like if the merch looks good on its own, it's cool, right?
Yeah.
I hate to bring it up, but like Logan Paul, like
Yeah.
Logan Paul merch, right? I think his merch is like really good, right? The fucking bird thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention
mean-
to many streamers' merch and like stuff.
I
Or,
can't
like
play his
YouTubers.
merch. The whole point is like he has a bird on his t-shirts and like his hoodies and everything, and it's all like different colors and stuff like that. But it's like really good as like
Mhm.
clothes. Like they look cool. I think that should be your goal, like with the 100 Thieves and stuff too. That they're an
Mhm.
esports team, but the way they make all their money, not from winning tournaments, it's from selling merch. I think it's really
Mhm.
like smart.
Yeah.
And then not selling shitty merch, but selling like something actually good. Really good.
Yeah. You think whenever you're sponsored like they get a cut of like so say like
You're a player?
who is it like Yasuo? He's a CLG. No, Yasuo is a 100 Thieves.
Yeah, 100 Thieves.
Streamer. He streams on 100 Thieves. Do they get a cut of his revenue for him being connected to them?
Probably. I mean, I don't know what this contract is, but I mean, it does make sense to me. Like that.
I mean,
they would have, like,
Tfue
some
said he
sort of-
was getting gouged by FaZe Clan through, even though he streams, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like it's hard to feel bad for someone who's rich
He's
losing
making
some
$1
of their
million
money,
fucking
you know?
dollars.
It's like, oh, I'm a fucking 21, 22-year-old millionaire. It's so fucking tough. It's
Speaking
like,
of,
fuck off.
maybe we can move to the swatting topic.
Weird champ, man. Weird champ.
Speaking of kids that shouldn't be complaining about how they are in life, this 16-year-old
Yeah.
got swatted on a live stream. This
Oh my
millionaire
gosh.
16-year-old.
I bet he doesn't even able to touch most of that money, dude. He gets
Yeah.
money from streaming too, so like it's only his revenue is only gonna grow, and especially if they have a tournament next year, like it's only gonna. What if he wins again? You know.
Wait, is there a
So
video here? I'm just gonna play the
yeah, there's a
Fortnite.
video. There's a video. Oh, it's a Twitch.
Still alive.
That's not the right one. I sent it to you. This is the right one.
100 other players to take home a very cool 3 million.
Oh, okay.
That's not the right one. Pause this.
Got it.
They never have the right videos for the related topic
Sure.
on these sites, dude. It's fucking stupid. I sent it to you on Discord. It's
Yeah,
on the channel.
Fucking loading. I don't know why it's slow.
Twitch clip.
It's a slow.
It's real slow.
That
Yo,
is
Boogie, you back?
definitely a new one.
Yo, I'm reading out your subs.
Yeah.
Bro, no way. You
Yeah, I
actually
got
swatted.
swatted.
No way.
No, yeah. Dude, they pulled up like. Jesus, dude.
Like you're already good to start playing again?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, we missed game, but
Swatted.
Wait, what?
Did we
wait,
win? Did
so
we
what
win?
even happened?
how'd you handle
Yeah,
it like
we
so
won.
fast?
We won.
We won the game, by the way.
Well, cause I was lucky, cause the one officer
recognized you.
Yeah, he was in our neighborhood.
You recognized you.
Good shit.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like
Wait.
the guy comes in, like I notice him, and he's just like, yeah, dude. They come in with guns, bro. Like they literally pulled
Guy
up.
opened up,
Holy
yeah.
shit, dude. That's scary.
Right.
Like, what if I just got bopped? Like,
Okay. Yeah.
That's fucking scary, dude. Yeah. You said it at the same time as me.
What
Yeah,
Okay.
what if you got bopped, dude?
dude, swatting is so stupid. I think it's like so
Yeah.
dumb that you can legit just call the fucking police on Skype and be like, "Hey, I'm
Yeah.
about to murder some bitch." Like, oh, okay, dude.
We can't have that now. Okay,
Yeah,
we
we'll
gotta
just-
send the whole
we'll just
squad
come
to
over
your
right
house,
now,
man.
dude. Yeah, okay. There's like no. Why wouldn't you at least try to call the residents like again? You know, like keep them on the line,
Yeah.
like some fucking. I mean, there's like so many really small things that you
It's just
like,
this
could
is
do.
really, really risky
Yeah.
because like there was a incident where because you know how they do the Call of Duty wage matches, there was that Tyler Barris dude that swatted someone as like a prank, and he got a person that wasn't even related to the situation killed by an
Yeah, I remember
officer. Yeah, and he like got sentenced to jail time and had to pay a fine or something. Like it's fucking like I think there's a lot of bad people out there, but I think people who swat people are like honestly some of the worst fucking people because you never know what could happen. It's like so fucking risky, you know? Especially in America where people are like extremely trigger happy. You know, we have like that in like in the fucking local military and shit. Like
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure I don't know if it's tanks, but we have some pretty high powered
Yeah.
shit for the local police. I want to know if it's tank
Some, like,
actually, but
Half tank, half heat, or something like that, right?
yeah, we have some like the local police have some pretty crazy shit, dude. Like for just being police, and it's like I don't want to risk any of that. Like, you know, cops are just like I don't know if you've seen the video of like Daniel Shaver, like to give you an idea of how trigger happy cops are. But a few years ago, or not, I'm not saying all cops are trigger happy, but I'd say there
I know what
are
you
a
mean.
decent amount, enough that it makes it bad. But there was a Daniel Shaver dude, and he was basically going down. He was coming out of a hallway in this video, and he walks out into the hallway, and they say, "Get onto your knees."
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then the
I
cop
know
starts
that one.
giving him all these random directions
Random
and like
directions. Yeah, and then he
yeah,
gets
and
shot.
like tell him how to do. He gets confused. He says, "If I see your hands go to the small of your back again, I will shoot you." And like because he's nervous, he goes to pull up his pants, and
Yeah.
he just fucking guns him down in the fucking hallway, dude. It's like
Didn't that
oh,
officer
man.
have like a fucking
he
like
had
some
like get
etchy
fucked
shit
on his
on
like
his gun?
AR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like what?
Oh.
And people and my mom's like, when I was a kid, we went and played outside. It's like, yeah, when you were a kid, things were like probably a lot fucking safer outside too. It's like, come on, like you walk out your street, and sometimes depending on the neighborhood, you can get shot. You can get shot in your own home in like places like sometimes like in Chicago or Gary or parts of Detroit. It's like fuck. Like why do you think I want to stay in the fucking house?
Right. Can we talk about this the oh fuck. Streamer getting
But yeah,
banned.
that's.
15
Let me
subs.
say one more thing about this. No, that's good that the police officer noticed him and he had that as a safety, but it's really freaking scary, like just being young and having that shit happen. But you know what I mean? To be honest, if you're swatted, that's
Mhm.
kind of how you know you've made it because no plebs get swatted, dude.
Yeah.
No plebs really ever get
I
swatted.
don't know. You remember? So I don't know. Ice Poseidon. He had like a guy who swatted him, like multiple times. He was from Germany,
Yeah, I heard about that.
and he tried getting like Interpol and stuff like involved, but it took him like fucking 2 years plus, maybe even
Damn.
3 years, like just to get this guy. Like talking
Did he
with
get
the
caught,
FBI and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is, they knew who it was the whole time. I think he got caught in the end, but don't know what they did to him. But I know that it was
Yeah.
just like really hard to like even get him prosecuted, I guess.
How is he even calling like local police in that area and stuff? Do you Skype or
Use
something?
Skype, yeah. If I
That's
call you
crazy.
with Skype on your phone, it shows up as like a hidden number. Then you can use services to like change your number appears as, you know?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like here,
That's
if
pretty
you call
crazy.
someone with Skype, like if you call the pizza shop with Skype, they won't like give you a pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
They won't?
They won't.
Yeah, because they say like you're calling from a Skype number. I don't
Yeah.
want to take your service.
Yeah, you're calling from hidden
Yeah.
numbers. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
after
there's-
this topic, maybe we could watch one of the gameplay videos. Back to the.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So
Okay.
there's two streamers, right, who have been banned for having too many subs and not streaming enough. Is what this one guy said,
Yeah.
right? Like doing some Minecraft stuff and something.
Yeah, he said so.
Yeah.
The guy that got he like said you don't have enough activity for you to have this many subs, so they banned him for that because it was
Yeah.
like fraudulent charges. Oh man, it's getting crazy out here. What they ban you for?
And then
I've
I
been
guess
banned 3
there's-
times, and one of them I don't even know what it was for, dude.
You've
That's like
been
how-
banned?
Yeah, I've been banned
Oh.
3 different times. People are
Interesting.
always so shocked every time I tell them this. Yeah, I've been banned 3
Yeah.
different times. I'm surprised I'm still.
I haven't been banned once, but I did sleep on stream once. I deleted the VOD right after, but that was
Mhm.
not a good time.
Yeah, that was one of my bans actually. Was sleeping on stream,
yeah.
and
Did you do it
I
on
didn't know it was
purpose,
against the rules. I did it on purpose. I 100% did it
okay.
on purpose.
So
I didn't know it was
I
against
didn't.
the rules.
I got drunk and I, like one of the few times, I don't get drunk that often, like at all, but just I don't know. There was one of my friends. I don't buy alcohol, which is why I never get drunk. One of my friends, he had like a bottle of something, which he didn't like at all, so I got it for free.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, let's do like a drunk stream. And then I did that. And then when I thought I ended the stream, because I went and hosted someone, I went to bed, right? And then my webcam is like pointed right towards my bed. Like just
How long
randomly.
was it out before you noticed?
I mean, I slept through the night.
Oh
And
shit!
and then I woke up and I was like, wait, stop streaming? Right?
Yeah, like they don't
Yeah.
tell you that. I've heard of people getting banned because, like there was this one guy that took off his pants when he hosted someone and
'Cause
forgot
he
to
thought
end
it
his
was the end of the
stream.
stream. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was in his underwear on cam, and like they banned him for that, dude. It's like, gosh.
I don't know. I don't know actually if they should make it that way. So like that the stream stops. Because
Yeah,
like,
dude, I've had heart attacks almost had, like, it felt like I was having a heart attack. Because, like, I'll have the camera facing the direction of where, like, I changed my
Yeah.
pants. And I'll, like, oh shit, did I fucking end the stream? Or, like, freak out.
yeah.
Because I'll think I'm still alive and I forgot it in. Like, everybody just saw my dick, dude. Like,
So-
that happened as recently as, like, a couple weeks ago or last
So
week.
I have, I have like a real camera, right, as my webcam.
Yeah.
And I mean, now the capture card doesn't work, but what I usually do is turn off the camera. Because like it freaks me out. And then I can know, like, because I'm physically turning off the camera, right? And I see the lens close. And then I know that I'm not filming myself.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's really crazy.
I think it's interesting that, I mean, I guess it makes sense that they would do this, right? They
Mhm.
would ban someone doing this. But this whole
Yeah.
thing goes back to like how fucked Twitch moderation is.
Yeah, like,
Right.
there's no proof that he was being fraudulent.
And the problem is
Yeah.
like the burden of the proof is on him.
Lies with them.
And,
Oh, it
and
is?
yeah, and when he can't do anything about it, like what is he supposed to do?
But like, did you see how they worded that email? Go down. People were memeing that so hard on Twitter, dude. I was laughing so hard. Look at how they worded the email. We could probably blow it up so everybody
aggro,
can
dude.
see. You can probably enlarge your.
Then to get around restrict.
But like this, like the percentage like bar where you saw how big your screen is. What is it? Control then scroll.
Yeah, my fucking screen 4K, so I'm like, fucking, feels like a fucking grandma.
Yeah, there you go. That what you're doing just there.
Yeah. Research was giving into what they did. Okay.
And then click the tweet.
1,300 subscribers. That number. On. Greetings. We do not pay out fraudulent revenue. That is why you have not been paid out. Do you notice how you have well over 1,000 subs when stream and no one talks? Your stream is offline and you have hundreds of subs, dude. Well, okay.
Dude, it's like meme how they word it. We do not pay out fraudulent charges. Like,
Doesn't this
why,
guy?
like, why are you like this? It's like, why did you write this shit post? Why did you write this shit
Is this
post?
the guy that does the? Oh no, this is like a Formula One driver, right?
I don't know. I don't know that much about it.
So
No,
what pisses me off about this, right, is the fact that this guy's doing really high quality content and is doing really different content from what other people are doing, which I think like kind of entitles him to like a higher number of subs per. Yeah, see, he has like even like a fucking thing on his website here.
What is it?
I closed it. What's this setup for cars? I think it's like the Formula One racing game, something like that.
Interesting.
But this guy does really interesting content, right? And like if you're like at the top of your category, which this guy definitely is, right? I don't see a reason why you should have like a tons of subs. Like how many subs do you have, Armin? More than 15?
Yeah.
Yeah. And our Twitch channels are pretty like equal, aren't they?
Well, I've gotten a lot of subs this month, and I got like $328 in
Okay,
donos.
so I guess like right now you stream like way more than me.
Yeah, well, the only reason they're not equal is because subs for September, and also the fact that I had some friends give me like $100 a piece.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. I'm just trying to illustrate that.
But most of the time, you're right. They are pretty equal. So
Yeah.
what were you saying?
I'm just trying to illustrate that stat-wise, we're pretty equal, right?
Yeah,
But then you'll end up getting a lot more subs and donations, and I don't I don't have any. And it just shows that like you can have like a stream with many viewers with no subs and donations, or a channel with really few subs and really many subs and donations, but really few viewers.
It is kind of suspicious, but it's like they don't have any proof. Like,
I think based on the content he does, I think it's completely reasonable
yeah, exactly.
because he does really specialist type of stuff.
Then the other chick, not other chick,
Yeah,
but the
I
other
don't know about-
person
I
was banned for
I'd say
getting
that's
gifted
more
subs to the credit card.
suspicious than this guy with the racing thing,
Why is that more suspicious?
because she's doing the content that other people are doing, not like
So, can you open the other story?
yeah. Let's go to her Twitch channel name, because we can go on Solino, the website. I'll let you know.
No, I don't know what you're
You
talking
can
about.
compare stats and stuff. It's like a really good website to stats. What's her fucking name? Here you go. Boop 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 boop. Waiting. Search, please. But yeah, you can see like a lot of stats about extremists and
But,
stuff.
like, how can you be banned for something that has nothing to do with you? You know what I
I
mean?
mean, because they're guessing it has to do with you, because they think it's fraud.
Seriously thinks she stole the credit card and was gifting while she was streaming, not gifting herself to herself.
Yeah. So I don't know if you
So
remember.
what's the logic there?
But when Ninja blew up, right? His stream like was like exploding. His whole chat was like, "This person subbed with Twitch Prime. This person subbed with, you know." There's like more people
Yeah.
subbing with Twitch Prime than there were chat messages.
He had like what 200,000 subs at one point.
Yeah, like I think it was 300,000. It was like
Oh,
insane.
really?
They just banned a guy recently because someone came in and donated a bunch of bits with.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Which I
That's
think
not
is,
even anybody's fault. Like, why is
yeah.
that?
Why don't you just fucking charge back the money to the original guy?
Yeah.
Right? I don't.
It's like Twitch is just like so stupid sometimes. I don't understand why they ban people the way they do. Oh, you follow Joji on Twitter? You follow Joji on Twitter? I noticed that.
That. No, it's
Sushi Trash?
somebody who
Filthy
retweeted
Frank? Filthy
it.
Frank? Oh, okay.
Fucking situation is dumb.
Tochi is guilty without looking into it. Yeah, they. I don't know like if it's. I don't know like if it's a small amount of people that are moderators that are making bans like this, or if it's just like every freaking Twitch moderator at one point has banned someone over some stupid shit.
I watched Devin Nash about this. So he's been streaming on Twitch for like years now, right? And the thing about I guess it's different between partners and stuff. But if you see a staff member in chat, Twitch, they don't have any obligation to ban like anyone, right? Because a staff member, a staff member doesn't mean moderation team. They're not the same. Yeah. Which is why you'll see staff members actually streams doing nothing because they don't. I mean, they can do something, but they don't need to. Or
yeah, because like I saw XQC go off on Twitch staff one time, but I'm like, how can he do that? Like, can't they ban him for like?
Yeah, no, it's just because like they're not the moderation team, and the thing is like I don't remember exactly, but like the way it's set up is like super dumb. So you'll have like the individuals members of a team where they're like they decide if they're gonna ban someone, and then I guess they get it to like the team leader or something, and then they're like, yeah, should we ban this person? And then they make it like a collective decision if they're gonna ban.
Well, somebody in my chat was saying it's like automatic, like, or you just get banned.
No, some things it depends on like if you're streaming like a movie, that's probably automatic.
Okay.
But the whole problem is that Twitch moderation team, the way it's set up is just super dumb. And Twitch is like so far back on like machine learning, on like auto bans, you know? Like if you upload porn on YouTube, they have like content ID matches for that to ban you instantly, you know?
Really?
Yeah. But
how does that even work?
What do you mean? I mean, like it's like if you
how
play
can
a
they
song,
ID it?
you know, when you play a song on Twitch, your VOD gets muted, you know, unless you talk over it. Yeah, it's the same thing. You just have a database of like stuff that you can match.
Of porn.
Then you or like of everything. Yeah.
Of a database of porn that tracks other
database of porn. Well, the whole point is to have a database of lots of stuff, and then you can be like, oh, okay, this fits this, and this thing is against terms of service, so that's an auto ban, right? Obviously, neither system is perfect, but
or it's like I guess it could be programmed to like pick up like sexual sounds and moans and stuff.
You want to talk about EA getting a world record?
Yeah, just like I guess we talked enough about this. Wait, we gotta move on to one of the gameplay videos first.
Oh yeah, we do that.
So we're gonna watch a gameplay video, and then we're gonna get back to
talk over it.
EA getting a world record. What?
Talk over the.
Start from beginning.
Video. This is the beginning.
Okay. I'm ready.
I think this.
I actually haven't seen this, dude. So.
Not?
Yeah.
Wait, did you like watch both of these?
No, I just never got around to watching because I heard it sucked. I watched some of it. I watched part of it at Gamescom where he was peeing, but I didn't watch this version.
Yeah, I mean he pees in this one, but yeah.
Let's get it moving.
Have you played any of Hideo Kojima's other games?
Nope, I've never played Metal Gear or any of them.
Dude, you should do
I've
that.
heard like this is actually pretty up to par with his current style.
You should play MGS 2 and 3. That's what I
There's
think.
2 and 3.
I mean, you could play the first one, but I think it hasn't aged as well as the 2 and 3.
Maybe I did see this one. This is a different one than I thought it was.
Nothing in the tank.
I think I did see this version. I thought there
Yeah,
was a
he, like,
different
climbs
version
up
they
mountains
released
and
at
stuff.
Gamescom.
I'm
Is this the
actually.
one with Jeff Keighley in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did see this one then.
Okay.
We should watch it again anyways.
I still don't know, like, what's going on
What
in
this game is about? Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. It's like.
Did
so
you see the
cryptic
part
and
with the
stuff.
freaking mother chick?
Huh? But I mean, I don't think it matters as long as there's interesting mechanics and stuff. It doesn't matter.
You can have a shitty story as long as you have good
Yeah.
gameplay. Kingdom Hearts has a
Exactly.
convoluted fucking story, but the gameplay is like super fun, dude.
I think that more than often, you should have your gameplay carry the experience instead of your story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, especially since that gives a replay value. I don't know if you played any of these games like Until Dawn. Is that what it's called?
No. Are you talking
Or-
about Horizon Zero Dawn?
No, Until Dawn.
The mecha dinosaur
No,
ones?
no, not that one. Until Dawn, the one where you're
I've
like
heard
in
of
a
that
horror
one,
game.
yeah.
It's like a horror
thought you were
game,
just
and
talking
you're in
about
a
different
haunted
games.
house or something. It's like a story game where you're actually
Yeah,
better,
I've heard
you know?
of it.
Yeah. So you have
Is it like
6
Dying Light,
people.
kinda? Because I used to get Dying Light Until Dawn confused.
They have a new game now, the meta, like the thing on the sea on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, Man of Medan,
Yeah, that one. It's the
or
same
whatever,
guys.
how you ever say that word.
But like those types of
People?
games, I think have like, I mean, I think maybe those are an exception. But the whole point is
Yeah.
that there's a really little replay value in those kinds of games, which I think is really important to have your mechanics carry your game.
hmm
But then something like Metal Gear has both things, you know? It's a great story and it also has great gameplay.
hmm Dude,
I
if you
think-
watched opening night live, you probably did because it was on your time zone. But like Kojima was like kept bringing up, or not Kojima, Jeff kept bringing up Kojima because he was excited for people to see that he was in the game. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's like, Kojima's in the building. He'll be here soon.
It's not his
Just kept
voice though,
bringing it
it's
up.
just his likeness.
Yeah, it's not his voice. Yeah. Talk about breaking immersion. Fuck. Good thing I don't want to be immersed in this game. There's got like several celebrities in this shit. I feel like Sony probably wrote him like a blank check. Like, tell us how much you want for this game, and we'll give you that much. Dude, it's like,
I mean, I figured Kojima. It's Kojima's kind of like fucking Tarantino at this point. You know? Throw him in it.
yeah.
Like, hey, how much money do you want? Any amount.
Yeah. They probably give him like what?
Which is like really
Dozens
interesting.
of millions.
Which is
I think it's
really
a dangerous
interesting
thing to do.
because I don't know if you remember Konami, right? Because that's
Yeah.
who the other games are released under, right? Like Metal
Mhm.
Gear is under Konami,
Yeah, same with Koji Igarashi, the maker of Castlevania.
but they threw out Kojima. They wouldn't.
Yeah,
they wouldn't let
throw
him be
Igarashi.
there to accept his rewards and stuff on the video game awards thing. Now has calmed down the baby.
What were you saying about him being thrown out of?
No, he wasn't allowed by Konami to appear on the video game award show.
I thought he was on. He's been on like almost every single game award.
Yeah,
Every
but he
year.
wasn't allowed to be there because of some contract stuff. So like
I've
this
heard
is-
he's been there since 2015.
Yeah, but there was 1 year he wasn't allowed. So the
Okay.
mechanic here is that like
The mechanic here is like what?
you need to like rock your controller in the right like motion, so you don't freak out the baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, there's more this time. Let's see. World premiere. Do you remember that from from E3?
Yeah, every year, dude. Xbox,
Everything.
Microsoft,
Yeah.
world premiere.
World premiere.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
How could I forget, dude? I watch the E3 every year.
Love it.
To that incubator.
This part is so strange, dude. I still don't understand what the fuck I'm watching here.
It's in. Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
And the way
Mother.
Guillermo del Toro's character says, talks
Located in
and
the
stuff
capital
says
North
too.
City ICU.
He's playing himself,
Pregnant,
isn't he?
of course.
Yeah, well, no, he's not playing himself, but he's is
A
like
still mother's womb facilitates a
the
connection
same
between the
looking.
world
Oh.
outside and the baby
I've never actually seen The Shape of Water.
and you in the
Konami. Weren't they the ones that was gonna release the Silent Hill game? But no, was it Silent Hill?
Yeah, PT.
PT. Yeah. And then
My
they
friend
fucking
has
they
PT on
fucked
his
him over.
PlayStation, and it's like really expensive. It's like really valuable. It's like
Yeah, 'cause you can't get it
they
anymore.
fucked him over. They wouldn't let him finish the Silent Hill game, and PT is like super fucking scary, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I played like a little bit of it, and it scared the shit out of me.
maintained this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with the still mother via the
Alright, I'm trying to hear
network.
this.
There. The update is in progress. Right now,
Updating the
port is
baby, dude.
synchronizing with the still mother
Updating the baby.
capital North City.
He calls it a
Configuring
BB.
its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Fucking creepy, dude.
Looks happy.
Baby is so creepy.
Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on.
It is really creepy. The power of
Remember
BBs.
that BBs are just equipment.
BBs.
Try not
Oh,
to get
they're not babies, you know?
attached. Each one has been
They're
physically
they're
They're
called
not?
BBs. Yeah. They're called BBs. He's not.
I
it's
thought
not,
he was just pronouncing it wrong.
No. I remember this. The first gameplay the video has like a voiceover on the original, which is not the one we saw here.
before this.
And then they explain that it's called BBs,
Over.
not babies.
And then
Hmm.
you saying there's no way to keep my baby alive? You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about babies. As we expand the chiral network and recover more data, perhaps we'll find our answers.
Oh man. Ah. Oh shit, dude. Oh, that's so fucking. There's no way to keep my BB alive. And this part with the mama. I was wondering if you saw that.
I
I don't know
haven't
if you
seen
saw
this
this
one.
one. Dude, this shit. Just wait till you see it, dude. There's no way to explain it. Just you have to see it to believe it.
This is called BB.
Don't worry, Sam. He doesn't fight. Glad you made it.
Player models are so fucking crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have to buy a PS4 to play this fucking thing.
Join the
It
club,
is for
dude. They sold
PS4,
over
right?
90 million.
There, she's down.
Right? For PS4?
Yeah, they've sold over. Like I said, join the club. They've sold over 90.
I can't drink it. My body keeps making it. Going through the motions.
I even have one.
What is she?
She's my daughter. And I'm her mama. It's okay. She's only connected to me. Not like the other BTs. You can see it, right? You're hooked up.
You can't see her genitals. I guess they did an ultrasound to confirm it was a girl.
Three different videos here then.
Mm-hmm. Unless there's another one.
There's one more. Oh, this is the first trailer.
It is?
This whole thing is pretty crazy. I know like the first trailer, but now that it's the Del Toro.
Oh, okay.
They've like changed it a lot.
Did he eat it?
Did he eat the baby?
Thought I heard him crunch on it or something.
I'm like so like interested in what those things are. Like the tanks with the
Dude, what the fuck? Dude, how much acid do you think he dropped to do this, to make this?
yeah, dude. That's icky, dude. It's BB.
Dude, I could have swore I went to bed last night, dude. This is so weird. This is like a bad hallucination.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Interesting. The game is Death Stranding. New Dogs. This is Mats Mikkelsen, right? The Danish.
Yeah. It's pronounced Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen.
I've heard it's got pronounced differently in Denmark.
Mads Mikkelsen. That'll be Denmark.
It kind of reminds me of Dolph Lundgren, to be honest.
Wait, what? Oh. That's the end of it. Damn, dude.
Dude,
It's
I don't even know what to say. I have.
Fucking
It definitely
chills
looks
from that game.
interesting. Definitely looks interesting.
Yeah.
I have my
Okay.
curiosity.
That was a long video. I fucking knocked the steam out of me, dude. Right. Let's just talk about this EA thing. So, do you want to talk about Death Stranding? I don't know. I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, I don't have anything to
Just
say.
that it
either.
looks like really fucking cool. All right.
Yeah, it
So,
looks crazy to me.
was it like 2 years ago? 2016? I remember this.
2017.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's 2 years ago now. I remember this happening when they posted this fucking thing and got like the downvotes.
Mhm.
So I guess EA is in the Guinness Book of World Records now because
For the
they
most
went,
downvoted
yeah,
Reddit comment.
because they took their fucking staff to the to Reddit to write like this is the greatest podcast of all time. Yeah. Ooh. Thanks, Mike.
Woo! Thanks, man.
Spotted spotted record in the latest edition. I mean, did you have anything to say about this?
I do because, one, I don't know if you knew this, but Guinness actually will pay countries to come. Like, people will. Okay, I said that wrong. People will pay Guinness to come to their country to break a world record that Guinness will make up. So, like, Guinness profits actually off making up world records for people to break. And, like, Turkmenistan is, like, known for having a dictator come up with horse records for them to break. Because he's, like, obsessed with Guinness. And, like, it's weird that, like, some of these records aren't even real records. Like, why would this even be a real record? I mean, I guess this is kind of more legitimate than other ones, but it's like so many of the books in Guinness, so many of the records in Guinness are like, it's just so weird and strange and made up and like not realistic. Like, I used to think when you were a kid, like being a record holder in the Guinness World was like cool.
Was really cool.
This is like a fucking sham, dude. It's just a scam. It's just like a giant meme, dude. It's like, holy shit.
Fucking society, dude. Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
So I remember, I think it's the White Stripes. They tried breaking the record for the world's shortest song, but then Guinness said that you can have a record for like mediocrity, like for something bad.
Wait, say that again?
They tried getting the record for the shortest song in the world, and they're like, you can't have a record for something that's not impressive, Something's bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we can have records for dictators. Okay. Seems
Mr.
legit.
Bills, dude.
Okay, dude.
So, I guess this is impressive, but it's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I've had people explain this to me, like, EA doesn't see themselves as the bad guy sometimes. I legitimately think they don't understand what they're doing. Like if there's one thing gamers hate more than anyone in chat will agree with this, they fucking hate pay to play or pay to win, dude. Like, they just hate it. Unless it's like a mobile game, like, most gamers don't want pay to win elements in their game. They want to earn the stuff they win with. They want to just play it just to have fun and not have to worry about making money to be competitive, or doing good in the story, or different stuff like that. It's like, if you freaking played any of the new Black Ops 4, I've heard there's pay to play elements in that, and like, people don't understand, like, when you're playing a game and just because someone has more money to spend at the time than you, they can beat you because they have a better character, like in Battlefront's case, or a better weapon in Call of Duty's case. Like, pay to play is just, it ruins games. Or pay to win. Sorry, not pay to play. Pay to win ruins games. Like, there's nothing to really say about that. It's like with Clash of Clans, you can either spend hours and hours and days trying to get your stuff leveled up and build a clan, or you can just buy all that shit outright. It's pretty stupid.
You know that, so like the biggest Clash of Clans players, they have to spend like a ridiculous amount of time and money on the game. Because you can't play, like, even if you play 24 hours a day, it's not optimal to play free, right? So you have to spend money on the game. You have to play like 8 hours a day to like be on top.
That's crazy, dude.
Speaking of EA, did you know that they dropped like a new Plants vs Zombies game, like out of nowhere?
No, I didn't know about this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I mean, I guess we can watch the trailer. But
Yeah, that's fine.
so it's like a co-op
Welcome
game.
to Neighborville.
Is it a battle
From
royale?
Town center
I'm not
to the
sure.
Weird Woods to the trails of Mount Steep, a battle is always raging. New plants, new zombies.
I think it's a co-op
And
like
new
PvE
turf.
game.
This is your first look.
But
at
you can
Plants
play as
vs.
either the zombies or
Battle
the
for Neighborville.
The plants.
yeah.
You'll begin your
Have you
battle
played
in
the
world's
original
social
Plant vs
regions.
Zombies?
These hubs
Yeah,
are
I
the
played a
gateway to
tiny bit,
Neighborville,
like for
and a great
one
place to
one
connect with
time,
friends,
like
find
the
new
first level or
allies,
two.
and try on a new look.
So I guess it's like a social game
New recruits.
where you play mini games.
New team play
From, like, a
classes
hub
let
world.
you join up with your friends and fight together as one unstoppable unit.
This looks so
Meet Oak and Acorn.
stupid, dude.
All right, but
No, man,
Bring
this
your
looks
cadets
really
together and form a
stupid.
space station. Now you can play on your friends and.
so I
with
don't know
your
if you
friends.
played
Split
the
screen
second
co-op
Plant
in
vs
every
Zombies
mode.
game, but they released something. in
Garden
between.
Warfare 2.
Yeah,
You go down, you all.
that was like
I've
such a
heard of it. I've
disappointment.
seen a little bit of it. I didn't hear it was.
Let's meet our new damage dealers.
The whole point is
80s
like,
action hero.
why would
Vanquish
you
with his bow,
why would you
zing
go
you
in that
with an
direction?
Intelligible one-liner. So
Because it's the popular thing to
Snapdragon
do.
launches fireballs
I'm
to
surprised
seek
this
out
isn't a
zombie
battle
timber.
royale.
Okay, so
Electric slide.
I don't think we need to watch the rest of this game trailer. The
Yeah,
whole point.
this is pretty
I was
freaking
just wanted to make a point here. You
The
know
battle for
why
Neighborville
they
doesn't
released
stop
Apex,
there.
Apex Legends?
To compete with Fortnite.
No, they released Apex Legends because the studio that made Titanfall was given an ultimatum.
Respawn Entertainment.
Yeah, they was given an ultimatum where they're like, if you gotta make a game, and if it's not successful, we're shutting down your studio.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, because what EA likes to do is like
They like to
these
buy
small-
companies and axe them.
They like to buy small studios and then like exploit their IPs, right? And I feel like this is exactly the same thing because of how this released. Because it released out of nowhere, you know? And I feel
Yeah.
like this is like a pop cap, I think. I think this is like their final chance to like if this game like doesn't succeed, they're done, you know? And it's like
Really?
yeah. Because it's like so sad like how
Damn.
EA buys these really great studios and then just like kills
Because
them.
they're desperate too. It's like desperation thing.
Yeah. I think an example would be like well, I guess Sims is like super fucking profitable. But
Yeah.
you know they bought like the Sim City devs, right? And they kind of ran that into the ground. Like City Skylines is the biggest in like the city building.
Yeah, I've
genre,
heard
right?
Sea Skylines is great.
And then like nobody wants to and until City Skylines nobody wanted to like compete with them at all. Right? It was too scary to like try to compete with them. And I feel
With
like we
EA?
need with SimCity 4. And
Yeah.
it feels kind of weird how you have like lots of competition and stuff and FPS games and stuff like that. But then
Yeah.
there's only one Sims, you know?
Yeah, it's like
Right?
it's
There's
so
only
iconic.
one Sims
you know?
franchise. And there's no one trying to do the same thing, like trying to improve on the formula.
Yeah.
It's so
That's
weird to
true.
me.
You think they're trying to get rid of the Plants vs. You think they're trying to get rid of all the devs or just cut them? You think they're gonna get like axe it completely?
I think if it doesn't succeed, they're gonna keep the IPs and they're gonna like the company's gonna disappear. You know, I mean, I guess the
Damn.
company's already disappeared, right? But
Damn.
what they usually do with EA is that they let the companies live inside EA, right? Because EA is just a
Mhm.
publisher. It's not really a not really like a company that makes games. They're just a publisher.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's pretty interesting. So
Yeah.
I think I think if this
What's
fails, they're done, basically.
damn? That's brutal. How many views did this get?
Almost 2 million views. This dropped
Ooh.
like almost a week ago now.
Oh damn.
I guess we don't have a lot of topics. We have one.
We
more
have a
topic.
couple more.
Oh, we have one.
The Yeah, and then we can either watch the video. We can cover the next two topics.
Oh,
Like
let's
the
do
ending
your
topics?
second video.
Okay.
Is it 15 minutes? Can we watch like a shorter?
Yeah. No, dude, come on.
Okay.
We're almost done. We just gotta watch this, then we gotta talk about a couple more things. You'll enjoy this. I don't think you've seen this yet, have you? Have you seen this yet?
Hey V,
I promise
you alright?
We're just doing this 15 minutes.
Let's do this.
Have you seen this thing?
Yeah, I have seen.
Okay.
You gonna give out what this is?
So volume more?
Yeah, it was kind of loud, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, it is pretty loud.
I wasn't sure.
Johnny.
Dude, there's people talking about a quality downgrade, but they said it might have been because the way they streamed it or the way they captured it. But if you look at this compared to the 40-minute gameplay, it does look different.
Well, it's always gonna be that like that.
Yeah. What do you think, dude? What do you think of this?
Where are we?
I don't know. I usually watch like gameplay videos before the games come out. I watch the first one and then I just wait. I don't like why like
well, this
waiting.
is only the second one.
Is this the second one? No, it's the third one, isn't it? That the one
No, this
with,
is the second gameplay video they've done.
Oh, okay. I remember they had the thing with this may be a trailer, but
Yeah, they've had a couple of trailers, but they've only had 2 gameplay videos.
so like.
Welcome to the
I was talking to Chozo about this, and
deep dive
he agreed with me
last year's game
that this honestly looks way more fun to play than this Death Stranding.
Oh.
and visual design.
Well, yeah, but there's different experience though. This is obviously like a more actiony game than Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Feel like Death Stranding is more like a fucking art piece than
embodying 2
video game.
distinct approaches to playing Cyberpunk. We'll show you a strong solo build, that is, a character who focuses on employing blunt force and taking instant action. And a Netrunner build, a playstyle taking frequent advantage of stealth tactics, hacking, and battlefield control achieved
I
using
still
malicious
have to
software.
figure out what kind of character I'm gonna play. I wanted to do a street kid at first, but then I was like, maybe I'll do a corporate because they could probably get more money.
2 gangs, the animals,
I
and
do like a
and you'll see glimpses of
stealthy.
Johnny Silverhand, the digital
A what?
construct
I can
who
do that.
runs our
Like
main
stealth?
character, V.
I think that's
Oh
always
yeah,
more
you can do
interesting.
that. They show this in that in this game a
Given
lot.
that the video covers a section of the game deep into the main storyline, we have edited the footage to contain as few spoilers as possible. Be aware that the gameplay as presented does reveal characters and locations.
There's
you'll see
backlash
while
because they
playing
cut half the
game's main
video for
storyline.
spoilers.
So watch at your own
People
discretion.
were mad because they thought it was gonna be 50 minutes or longer. I was mad at first.
Where we headed?
Why do you want the game spoiled for you? Why can't you just?
I don't want to spoil it. I didn't know that was the reason they cut it, but
Well, yeah.
In this video, you'll experience a segment of a quest.
I just want to wait until the game comes out.
Currently
Honestly,
in Pacific.
I don't want to know
why do you have
anything.
to be mad? Show me a game.
No Pacifica well. Nah.
Like with The Witcher, the only thing I watched was the like first
Designed to be a
gameplay
tourist
reveal thing.
hotspot within the city. As you can
Really?
Where I
see,
played it,
this
yeah.
didn't pan out. What
I was really glad I
struck
did.
the global economy.
I guess we're just
Investors pulled
spoiled
their
because,
funding,
like,
leaving most
some
establishments
companies release so
unfinished.
much,
It's
and
one
then
of
like
those places
some
where
of them release so many.
I feel
And then the
like-
hype around this too is like so
resulting in
high.
a
You
heap
just
of
want so much
disappointment.
gameplay.
I feel like when you watch all this gameplay and stuff, I feel like you kind of have the experience before you played it.
Outsiders
You know what I
don't come
mean?
here if they don't have to. Even by Night City's standards.
It's much better to
it's
like get
dangerous
into
to
the
those
game like completely fresh and then like experience everything for the first time,
Taking a
than be
casual
like,
stroll
oh, I remember this from the gameplay video.
A fast motorbike or
I don't like that.
armor-plated car
Yeah.
would be the safer option. But places like this have their advantages. If you're in need of rare goods or illegal cyberware,
It does seem like
Well,
kind
I
of
mean,
video
this
gaming.
game is so fucking
are a good
massive,
place
dude.
to start your
It's
search.
like, it's
Like-
like they could arguably get away with showing off.
Is a whole
Like
other
right
story.
here, right? They're showing
It
like
was one
more
of
of
the last
the
developments in
systems of the
Pacific
game,
to lose
right?
its
Like
fun.
you have like the
Until
gear system
recently
and
it stood
stuff.
vacant, but now
obviously.
a game called the Animals has moved in for
And, like,
reasons unknown.
This kind of reminds me of like some
And that's what we need
Fallout
to learn
kind of,
in order to earn
like
the trust
the-
of the Voodoo Boys.
Why do
The
people say
Animals
that,
Drivers.
dude?
No, but you know that system in Fallout where you have like the
People. Destiny said that in one of his streams. Like,
yeah,
not that.
bats.
compared
That's
to
what I
that.
mean. Bats.
It's
yeah.
not that, dude. It's nothing like that.
Of the many gangs in Cyberpunk,
No, but that's
How is
like
it
the
like
closest
that?
thing.
Voodoo
I feel
Boys
like
are the most skilled
closest thing.
I guess, but it's way better than.
My point is
Fallout,
that
from what I've seen.
it's like it's not like a 100% FPS game, right?
Uh,
Like
well,
some of
they
these.
said.
This
Go ahead, go
mysterious
ahead.
gang.
Yeah, so some of these characters are obviously gonna be like HP sponges because they want you to be like a boss fight. And like in an FPS game, you just shoot someone like 3 times to the head and they're 100% dead, you know?
Yeah.
Well, this feels like more RPG-like, you know?
Yeah, they've actually said that. I was gonna say that. At their core, they said they're not with FPS elements. So like they designed the game so that even if you're not good at first-person shooters, you still get into it
Yeah.
by the play style that will help you win the game.
Said you got merc work needs doing.
Still, to earn their trust.
Well, that's what I mean. I feel like when you can empty like a mag on an enemy, I don't like that at all. I hate that. Yeah. And that's like how Fallout is. You can empty like a whole mag on an enemy. Just feels so wrong. Especially if it's like
Yeah.
a humanoid enemy. Then it's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
We try to learn where the camionette come from.
The Animals are not your normal gang. Their presence in Pacifica is suspicious. They value might above all else and wear melee combat implants to raise their prowess in combat. Their beverage of choice is juice, a potent strength and speed.
Got the juice.
The stealth gameplay does look pretty fun, dude.
The what?
The stealth version, like
Yeah,
the runner, like this part right here.
Definitely.
Live or die prize fights.
This looks
when they
crazy.
converge in one spot, it's for something big. It's then they appoint the fastest and strongest among them as their ad hoc leader. In this case, it's a woman named Sasquatch.
Said you wanted my vet.
Insane.
No. As far as I remember, you said no bone brain buffaloes on steroids. Afraid that's the cost of doing biz.
This is the tech Placide was talking about. It seems non-standard for the Animals. And this is where we come in. Getting to the van won't be easy, but we're more than qualified for the job, which we can complete in one of many ways. The character creation in Cyberpunk 2077 is the kind you'd expect from a full-fledged RPG. You start by
Yeah,
choosing
the
your
RPG
path.
systems.
Important because this unlocks
See, this is the
special
3D life
options
paths they're
and
talking
important
about. I
story
wanted to do
junctions.
the Street Kid, but I'm like,
Also
corporate,
fully
they might
customize
have a
your
lot of money and
using a
stuff and like
deep
secret
customization
things like
system that spans not only your look and style, but also your abilities.
that I'm not decided
Cyberpunk
yet.
2077
definitely don't want to do
does
the
not feature
nomad.
fixed
Seems weird to me.
Instead,
I'm not gonna
it
think
has
about
a
it before I
fluid
get
class
the
system
game.
that allows players to mix and
Mhm.
match a
no
wide
point.
range of abilities to suit their play styles. You can create a strong solo character, a skilled netrunner, or any other hybrid class you can imagine.
I like that you can like mix some stuff though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, mix and match.
Let's see how a solo play style in Cyberpunk 2077 might work. Solos prefer
Oh
a
shit,
direct
dude,
approach.
that's so funny.
They use guns and might to get things done. So let's wreak some havoc.
They say solo. Does that mean you can do like
With our
co-op?
enhanced strength, we can strip this turret.
I just think like they don't use any backup. They
taste of their
are
own
so
medicine.
Yeah.
strong,
This
maybe.
is how a player investing in solo abilities might live out their Terminator power fantasy. Enhanced strength lets
Oh,
us force
dude,
open
I see the
doors.
shooting mechanics. Oh, they're worrying me, dude.
Why?
Enemies to use as human shield.
Because like how saw the HP bar and you got like 3 hits on them. I don't know.
We
You had a
also gain
fucking
access to
turret, dude,
powerful
come
melee
on.
combat cyberware. So even someone as fast and strong as Sasquatch,
And like not Sasquatch,
leader
right?
of
You
this
see
group of
like his
animals,
HP sponge.
is not impossible to
Mhm.
beat for a solo. But Sasquatch has a different game plan. She's out to jack in and hack us. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready for some fun?
Ready for some food?
Proceed. What's going on?
Dude, she looks so weird, dude. Does it look weird to you? Like she's out of a horror movie or something?
It's our choice if we want to finish her off or spare her. You're Cyberpunk, your rules. If you'd rather sneak around, hide, and strike from the shadows, no problem. Just develop your net running skills to get around obstacles or hack into enemy tech to have it do the dirty work for you.
This is what you were interested in. This part was what I was talking about earlier when I said this part with the weights.
Net running abilities mean hacking skills that let us use our cyber deck to breach access points. For this, we
That's so
fill the
gross,
buffer of our
dude.
cyber deck with a string of instructions represented by these letters and numbers. Matching the instructions for basic access grants us control of devices connected to this network. The more instructions we match, the more control we gain over elements in the network. We can hack our way through in numerous ways. A quick hack may grant us control of the security camera. Another one should let us tweak the difficulty of the training bot to create a distraction. With our nanowire, we can even hack this guy's implants from a distance.
How did you know you said that? How many times have you watched this?
No, but I'm before you.
And that means it can be hacked.
Okay.
Which brings us back to cyberspace. You don't get to do anything in the net unnoticed. There's always someone watching. It could be corpos, or even worse, it could be Netwatch. And that is exactly the case here.
Who is they?
Netwatch. They always out to fuck.
What are they, the
Netwatch
NSA?
and the Voodoo Boys are like fire and ice.
You can like
The first
hack
of
something
these
and
wants to
then
maintain
get, like,
the old order
antivirus.
and protect people from AI anarchy
Why'd you fax
originating
this
from
shit?
beyond the Black Wall. The Voodoo Boys want to establish contact with the free AIs. They believe this will enable their boundless expansion on the net and grant them the upper hand over Netwatch.
Dude, I cuss
Netwatch
too
sees
much.
this as the end of the world. Both are right.
Do you?
Whoa, hey.
I don't know. I feel like I do sometimes.
How you deal with the Netwatch agent is entirely up to you. Do we side with the gang? Choosing to be on Netwatch's bad side is never wise. But can we really trust the Voodoo Boys?
You set me up.
As you can see,
The part where he
many
pulls out his
possible
badge
options,
is funny to
but in
me.
each case,
I don't
we
know
take
why.
a risk.
Think I'll just stick to my plan.
Oh, no. The network. Right.
That didn't work out well. In the world of cyberpunk, few things go as planned.
Oh, shoot.
And that was just a glimpse of how complex the branching storyline in Cyberpunk 2077 can get. Every decision you make will have consequences. Your choices will shape how the world reacts to you and affect your relationships with those around you. One of those relationships is special. Ever heard of Johnny Silverhand?
Johnny
A rebel rocker
Silverhand.
boy who will be your companion.
Yay.
Your adventure in Night City?
Come on, really think they give a rat's dick how you look?
Like everyone in Cyberpunk 2077, he has his own agenda. You'll decide if he'll be your ally or your enemy.
This
And
game's
that should
gonna
be
look
your
good on my
The
4K
one
TV.
thanks to which Johnny lives inside your mind. Well, that's a story for another time.
So, Cyberpunk.
Dude, hype! Are you
Uh,
excited at all?
yeah, I'm excited, but like, doesn't matter.
You gotta wait still.
Yeah. Still gotta wait. Wait, you have drumsticks? You play drums?
No, this is. Here, I'll show you.
For the Guitar Hero game? Yeah, okay.
My mom got this. She got like all the stuff for it, like the guitars and for the Wii U.
Oh shit, yeah.
Rock Band.
I remember that.
those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It even says Rock Band right there on the
Oh yeah.
on the drumstick.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. All right. So how many more topics you got? Just a couple.
One more and then.
So what do you want to talk about? We have.
It's like esports kind of thing, and like okay, so the National Women's Hockey League, getting a 3-year contract with Twitch.
Okay.
Which means like I guess every game is gonna be streamed on Twitch.
What?
Yeah.
That's big news, dude.
So what I wanted to talk about this is like the fact that now video games, like esports, are almost, if not already, bigger than like traditional sports. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you don't have like sports stadiums and stuff for for video games, you know?
No, you do.
No, but I mean, like, if you build a baseball stadium,
you don't have
it's gonna
they're
be
not
standing
dedicated
there.
esports.
Yeah, and
Well,
you're not gonna
they're
have like
actually
6
building one in
computers.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, but
Fusion
you always
is
have to
another
like
esports.
replace gear and stuff. Is what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's
get
only
what you
like
mean.
2 specific esports like centers, like the Liquid Center, the Team Liquid, not house, but training center in LA, I think. And then there's the Philadelphia Fusion venue they're building for Philadelphia Fusion in Philadelphia.
Okay.
For Overwatch League.
So it looks like they're gonna
But yeah, you're
have like
generally right.
one season that's gonna be on Twitch.
To test it out.
I guess so, but it said somewhere they had a contract. Maybe I was reading for somewhere else.
I don't know how well this will, because I feel like most people who get on Twitch don't get on to watch sports.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree completely.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that. Like, you get on Twitch to watch esports. People are like, oh, I want to watch some sports. Let me think. I'll go to Twitch. That's not something that's very is very uncommon. I feel like I don't understand it, but it's a good thing that they're trying to do Twitch, and I'll try to. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to promote because I don't really give a shit about it, dude.
Yeah, I was more thinking about how you have. I guess it's like more normie now, right? Video games are more normie, which is like kind of a good thing, I guess, right?
Yeah, when we were kids, like if you played video games, you were somewhat
fucking nerd,
outside, yeah, nerd. Or like if you read comics or like Iron Man or Spider-Man, you were a nerd. But it's like nowadays, like nerd culture has become pop culture. It's like everyone cares about it now, and that's what pisses me off when people like try to say stuff. Oh, Marvel Studios is becoming like SJW pandering, and like it's like no, Marvel has had progressive comics and female characters play big characters for years now. Like there's been a female Thor in the comics for like
now they're
I don't know,
making a
half
movie,
a
right?
decade or more. And it's like, why are you considering this SJW pandering? They had a black Iron Man like not even like 3 years ago, dude. They had a black young girl playing Iron Man in the comics. So it's like this is not SJW pairing. This is being Marvel because they were already progressive.
Yeah,
they just
they're
took
already
time
doing
to
that.
get to that stuff. Yeah, it's like
And
pretty
I'm
crazy
pretty sure there's like it's like a fucking uphill battle for like Kevin Feige and stuff to even get those stories into the because obviously Disney's like only thinking about the bottom line. Why would you, right?
And it's just like nerd culture has become like pop culture, but I don't think something like sports can really integrate into nerd culture because of how like things were set up before. Like not really set up before, but even nowadays, like people who are like you can be a jock and a nerd, yes, but it's like people sometimes draw lines between those two cliques and stuff in school and stuff, and that's not a good thing. But it's like I said, people who usually play video games aren't into sports, and you can be into sports and play video games, but I don't, it's not. It's I don't know. I don't feel like it's as common. So we'll see what happens with that. just have to, wait and see how like what they start viewing average, and what they start at as an average, and average becomes in a decline.
So you're going to TwitchCon in what, 3 weeks now? Right?
Yeah, man, it's hard to believe, man. Be there.
Yeah.
I'll probably start packing next weekend.
So, I mean, I went to TwitchCon EU, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I switched the topic. The whole topic doesn't fit, but it's meant like the effect of meeting people IRL and stuff too, right? And
yeah, like how different it is.
So have you met anyone like IRL
I
from
ran
your
into
Twitch stream?
Mo Bogsley. He's not from my Twitch stream, but he's from like the Decky Dog. A lot of people stream around Decky. Like Decky has like a bunch of people he's associated with that stream for him and vice versa. Like he has like basically like if he was a part, he would have like at least a few dozen people that he could have under his part label,
Yeah.
And yeah, I met Mo Bogsley, who's like someone that
he like lives in your area or whatever?
He lives in Chicago, but he came to Gen Con, and I'd like talk to him for like a few minutes, and like it's different meeting someone in person. It's like the thing about meeting people in person compared to talking online. It's a lot of the stuff you do in person is like not 100%, but like a large portion of his body language. You don't have body language as much
I want to talk about
as you do. It's like so much of it is body language. You like 50 to 60% of what you say. It's like not with your mouth.
Yeah.
And it's like it's weird to me because the people I've made friends with online, there's no doubt in my mind that I might have made friends with them in person, and like vice versa. Some of the people I've made friends in person, I don't know if I make friends with them online. It's like strange. So like, I think it's a good thing though that people who aren't very social and good at social situations, can like ease themselves into social gatherings. Because I have autism. Growing up, I always had problems making friends my age and just talking to people and like being appropriate and different stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like having an online vent has made it easier for me to like make IRL friends and like become closer to people IRL and stuff. It's like a really weird situation. Do you have any experience like that?
Yeah, I guess like I've met like 4 people in real life that I've like met online.
Really?
Yeah. So I guess the first one was like I guess I was in like 9. Maybe I was in high school. Yeah, I think I was in high school, like early high school. I went to the Netherlands and I met one of my friends there that I met like on Maplestar or something, like years earlier. Because we're in the Netherlands, I'm like, oh, I know a guy in the Netherlands. Let me just like call him up and like see where he lives. So he lived in the other part of the fucking country, so we just like rode a car there. Yeah. But then so that was really cool, right? And I feel like we hit it off really well. Like even though like at that point, like you didn't have like Skype and stuff, it wasn't like as widespread,
Yeah.
You couldn't like really talk to people like other than like instant message and like in game and stuff. And then it's like so much harder to like gauge reactions from people, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like Destiny and Trihex were talking about this on their but like texting someone is different than like face to face.
Yeah, I was,
like the Key and Peele skit, like where you like think someone's trying to fight you, like where he thinks that friend is trying to fight him, but he's just talking about getting drinks at a bar. It's like stuff like that,
But then like
my mom had like stopped talking to her brother for like years because he thought she said something that was offensive, but he just took it. His fiance just took it wrong. So they stopped talking for like years.
I feel even like just like even talking online, like with like voice chat and even like video, it's like so different than like actually talking to someone in person. Even that, it's like there's like obviously there's like a bigger barrier from like talking on like text to like talking on voice and then like on video and then on like in person. And it's like I feel like it's so weird how like there's like so much
how different it is.
Like there's so much like conversation stuff that doesn't
and
exist.
This is why I find it really important to be true to myself a lot of the times online, because
Like, don't
when
act
I
like you're
meet
someone else,
someone,
you know?
yeah, exactly. When I meet someone, I don't want them to completely do like when you see me act silly and crazy online. That's
Yeah.
how I really am in life sometimes. Like, but I'm not like that all the time.
Exactly.
Like, but like Chozo met me. I don't know if I told you, but I met Chozo and Chance, both friends that I've known for like going on 10 years. In a couple years, it'll be 10 years. And they used to be my old clan. I met them in not Portland, Providence, Rhode Island, and like in January. And I met them. It was like interesting to Dylan, like Chozo. That's who Dylan is. I bring him up a lot because he's like one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was saying like, what was it like I asked him what was it like meeting me, and he said you were pretty true to how you are online. It confirmed a lot of things I believe. So it's like I want that impression to be left when someone meets me online. I want them to see that I am really silly and goofy, and yes, I am sometimes very sexual, but I can be like, just chill and relax sometimes too, and just like I'm not always like what you see is what you get basically, and that's not always the case with online relationships. That's why we have things like catfish. And I don't know if like if I ever met you, if you would be pretty true to like who you are online. Yeah.
It's because like actually this was maybe like just applied because I was like way younger, but like I was like super shy.
Yeah.
Like I'd say like through the end of high school. Yeah, I'd say that. Before I was like even comfortable talking to like strangers and stuff like that, and like because I remember like meeting some of these people that I met online, and it was like so much harder to to talk to them, right? Like I'm not talking about meeting them in IRL, but like just like on voice chat, it was like so weird.
Yeah.
Because like we never like talked like in that arena anymore. Yeah, like never talked to each other like in that way, and it's almost like you're talking to a new person. Like it's not like a new person,
a little bit.
Yeah, but you have to like
go ahead.
Yeah, but you have to like fuck, what would you call it? Like fit yourself into like now you're actually talking, right? Because when you're typing messages, you can think out things way better than when you're talking to someone. Yeah, it's just so weird.
It's just like, and then you got people who are like, online friends aren't real friends. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You can do so much with a person online nowadays. Like, you can do just almost as much. Like, you can do not everything. You can't do everything you can do in person, but you can do a large amount of shit online with a friend, okay? It's like,
it's like a few years ago, I like actually like kind of agree with that because of like my experience with how different it was to like talk to someone.
Oh, so you don't agree with that now?
No, like, yeah, I don't agree with that now. But, like, how different it was to talk about?
To what level? I'm saying, like, I'm not saying it's exactly the same. You can still have a good
I'm just saying that, like,
a lot of stuff to
that,
online.
Like, just because it was, like, so different for me to talk to someone on voice chat than it was to talk to someone, like, just on text, Like, just that difference. And, like, I'd say, like, in high school, I would say that, like, definitely... Like,
so you don't think online friends can be like,
now I do.
Friends?
Now I think they can. Yeah.
Oh,
I think,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you didn't.
But like back in the day, I didn't used to think that at all.
Okay. It's like the way I see it. It's no different than having a pen pal. Someone moves away from you, they're your pen pal. It's not very different. It's like, it's just like the internet's made so many people interconnected and like.
The only thing that sucks though with like online friendships is the fact that you don't like you don't see the person.
Well, you see them, you just don't like.
No, like, but like
you don't see their whole body.
No, fuck that. I meant like, you don't meet them, right?
Oh yeah, I mean,
so like if you go to school with someone, you will like run into someone, like, because you go to you go to the same place.
Yeah.
That's like I feel like that's like why it's so easy to like form friendships and stuff. Like places of work and
because you're like forced to be around them and stuff.
Yeah, because you're forced to be around people.
That's like I don't understand that statement. Don't eat where you shit. And it's like I can understand for that.
Yeah, no.
Like why some people might feel that way, but it's like if you're working a job for so long, the chances of you finding someone you end up your life with is like so common, dude. It's like workplace relationships may be frowned upon, but yeah, exactly. It's like I don't understand.
Actually, I think that's like way better to like get into a
Oh, I
relationship with
agree.
someone
And
you
like
work
meeting
with.
someone on a
Yeah,
different side or
like
blind date. Yeah.
you're like legit getting forced to like, oh, you can't get to know someone that you work with. You have to go out to this like completely new
Or like a
like,
club.
yeah,
and
let's
with
say,
someone
okay,
who's
let's use
really,
like
like,
club
complete
as an
stranger.
example, right? But you have to go to somewhere which is like a neutral arena where you probably don't like share any interests with like these people, and you have to like find that out, and you have to like play the lottery like forever, you know?
Dang. Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
but it's like so much better to like find someone with your common interests, and I feel like that's so much easier.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I'm gonna say
And it's like
it's
common
way
for
easier to
some
do like
people.
online, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But you just like the barrier of like meeting someone person to person just breaks down when you meet someone online. Like it's just like a completely different experience
Yeah,
at
and you're
times.
kind of like starting from not
A
square
common
one, but
ground.
like you're starting from like earlier.
Oh yeah.
But then I also feel like
Yeah.
sometimes it's easier to talk to people online about stuff, than it is
Yeah.
like IRL. So it's like
Because like you don't know them in person. Like if you live in a small
yeah, right.
Twitch where you have like hundreds of people that yeah.
Because it's like easier to talk about different stuff.
Yeah.
Because
It's like the people you talk to IRL are like more likely to infect your immediate life than the
Yeah,
people you
exactly.
talk to online. It's like if I tell my therapist like I want to like someone, they'll tell my mom and I'll be in trouble and like I'll be all like on watch and stuff. But if I tell a friend like that online, it's like they're just it won't impact me as heavily.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, I think that pretty much covers.
Oh, I was just gonna bring up a like, small.
Oh, okay. Go on.
To this effect, like, I think it's like actually healthy though to like to not to like I guess replace is the wrong word, but to like have too many like online friendships than it is to like have like even though your like real life friendship might feel like worse or like less meaningful than once you have online, you think it's better to have like these let's call them offline friendships than online ones, just because like
Once you've had like a bunch of in real IRL friends,
yeah, like if you have a bunch of IRL friends but you don't like feel like
I think
they
it's
actually
better to
share
like
any interests and
remove
stuff with you.
online friends.
Hmm?
You think it's better to like? Did you say you think it's better to like?
You think it's better to have IRL friends that you have less in common with than to have online friends that you don't really.
That's hard to say. I think it would depend on the person. It depends on like how the relationship is with your friends you know in person compared to how it is online. You know?
Yeah.
It just really depends. Like it's a spectrum, because you might not share as much stuff in common with some friends in real life, but you have the connection of seeing them and holding them or like hugging them. You know?
Yeah. I feel like the kind
So
of
it's different.
yeah, and also the fact that I don't know. I feel like it's easier to like repair like real life friendships than it is online ones.
Oh yeah.
Because
for sure.
like if you're online,
You
can just
can't-
like ignore anyone.
Yeah, and like at school, you're forced to see
Yeah.
them. You know.
It's also good to have
Or, like,
friends with.
work.
It's also good to have friends that you don't have a lot in common with. Yeah, exactly. I think it's like, so, I guess my best friends that I have IRL, they're all
Mhm.
like friends from my childhood, right?
Yeah, really.
And yeah, like all my
Mhm.
best friends are friends I've had since like some from like grade school and middle school, And I don't feel like at like college that I mean like they're friends, but they're not like as good friends as I have with these other people. And the point was that we don't like share almost any interest. And
Really?
now, right? Because we all like grew into liking different stuff. At least most of us, but then like we're still yeah. I'm still like better friends with them than people I have more in common with than that I see like day to day. You know, kind of weird.
Yeah, it is weird. All right, well, I think that's about it. I think that's all our topics. We should be back next Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern, my time, 10 p.m. What's your time zone?
GMT +2.
Okay.
+2. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. I just say it in my Discord. Like, if you're not in Discord, but I'm guessing everyone in chat is at this point.
We're doing this.
Right?
Yeah,
if there's anyone, oh fuck. If there's anyone in here that's not in Discord, you can go Discord. This I guess not in Discord. The fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
yeah.
I've been playing WoW a lot recently.
Oh yeah, dude, we didn't talk about WoW at all.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the WoW yet, but there was not that much to cover yet about it. It was really.
I wish
small.
I hadn't been playing WoW actually. I've had like so much fucking shit going on.
But you haven't played Uncharted on stream?
Oh yeah, I did that.
And I'm gonna
yesterday.
I'm gonna put my Twitch.
Yeah, go full or Mr. Harmon.
You hiccuping, man? You okay?
I did.
I want to go see a soon, so.
You post my telling your shit.
I did. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
did I put my name twice?
So
My name twice.
I guess like today I was
Sorry.
gonna do like a painting stream, which I never did.
A Bob Ross stream?
Yeah.
Damn.
But I'm gonna do it next weekend. I swear.
Okay. All right,
I
I'll
just,
hold
like,
you to it, man.
Yeah. You gonna do that? Okay. I just found out that I don't have like all my shit that I had to get ready is still in my bag from Denmark and stuff.
Oh man.
And like, you know, I haven't been streaming like really at all since I came back from Denmark. Like, I was just like so burned out, tired of like fucking everything, dude. When I came back home. But I'm gonna try to set it up for next week. It'd be cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, that does it for
That's it for
this
this
week.
episode. Find
Yep.
did I host someone?
No, man, no. It's kind of weird. All right, I'm gonna. You can host if you want, but I'm gonna be getting on WoW here in a bit. All right. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully you have your camera fixed next.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix my capture card.
Yeah. All right. Peace out, guys.
Peace out. Ooh. Fucking.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's not. Right.
So are you going to bed soon?
I'm not ended yet. I'm gonna be in Discord later, maybe half an hour. Maybe movie time. I don't know, but yeah. Later, guys.
Okay.